Let's go. Pull up on the scene, yeah, you know what it is. Exposing all these fakes, they be playing with the biz. Lighting up the blunt while I'm calling out the grift. Talk slick that, now you caught up in the rift. Ain't no seance, no summon, no ghost, but I'll haunt these frauds when they doing the most. Dummies in my system, yeah, I'm vibing real chill. Till they cross the line, then I'm going for the kill. Jonesn don't play, yeah, you better step back. Call out the cat, put the truth on the map. Roll up the blunt, let the real ones relax. But cross that line, ain't no coming back. Jonesn don't play, we don't mess with that fake. Keep it 100, we ain't here for no snakes. Light one up, let the smoke elevate. But test my vibe, watch the whole earth shake. Talking real loud, but they moving like clowns. Trying to raise the dead, now we put them in the ground. Channel stay lit, yeah, the truth going viral. Step into the smoke, now they stuck in survival. Name in their mouth, but they scared to address me. Jonesn keep it raw, never switching up the message. Chill when I'm cool, but don't push me too far. Flip the whole scene like I'm breaking the bar. I don't do the gimmicks, I don't do the lies. If you want that fake tip, better recognize. Blood stay rolled and the vibe stay high. But mess with the squad, watch the real one rise. Jonesn don't play, yeah, you better step back. Call out the cat, put the truth on the map. Roll up the blunt, let the real ones relax. But cross that line, ain't no coming back. Jonesn don't play, we don't mess with that fake. Keep it 100, we ain't here for no snakes. Light one up, let the smoke elevate. But test my vibe, watch the whole earth shake. Yeah, we don't read the damn round here, but we very alive. Jonesn. Ow.
Did you miss me? Maybe it's time I remind you of who I am.
Got a monster inside of me, you better watch out if your enemy's a road ahead of full prophecy. To be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me. And he gets claws real big, pissed off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling the sword. Never getting bored, loves the blood and gore. Always wanting more, feeding from the source. They don't really understand until they feel the force departed. If you start shit, you'll be heartless in the darkness. Torn apart quick, you left scars ripped. You'll be chewed up and discarded. And this world ain't bright, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
Hey, good morning. Whoa.
Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate. He's back and better than ever. I can feel my heart rate, adrenaline pressure. It's stormy weather, lightning, thunder, pouring weather. Yo, I'm a go-getter. Try to do it like me, but I do it better.
Hey.
I got a mind that's clever. The beast inside is competitive as ever. I'm conscious, my subconscious.
Y'all get them birds ready.
I promise the darkness, I can honest believe. But don't cross me, I might lose control of the lost beast. So, he's locked away inside with the key control by fight or flight. And this world ain't bright, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
Hey. Hey. Why? Because they don't agree with you, Jonathan? This is Gray Gang, baby. Take your ass on if you can't understand. Speaking of, we'll play Gray Gang next. Here we go. Let's tell Jonathan who we are. Sorry, Soup. We're going to have 3 intros on this motherfucker today. Pay attention, Jonathan.
Shades of the shadow with the gray gang creed.
Hey,
Black and white vision, man, they blind to the scene. I'm in the gray scale, sharp like guillotine. Concrete jungle, no zebras in sight. Gray wolves howling, they don't need the light. They sleep.
No, it is not Queen Bee's intro.
Sorry, not
the fuck on with that bullshit, trolls.
For life, you don't understand. Colors mix, man. It's a melting strand. It ain't black, it ain't white. It's the in between.
Period, Nunya.
Vision, see the unseen.
Couldn't be a leader.
My head, man, the fog won't lift. Balance the scale on the tectonic shift. Call it confusion, or call it the truth. They stuck in cartoons, I'm painting the proof. Pawns on the head, man, the fog won't lift. Balance the scale on the tectonic shift.
Hey.
Call it confusion, I call it the truth. They stuck in cartoons, I'm painting
They
the
call
proof.
it fence
Pawns on
riding.
the board, they stuck in
It
the
ain't
rules.
fence
I'm playing
riding, baby,
3D
but I can
chess
understand
while
why
they
you
playing for fools.
would call it that.
From a thought, man, the gray is alive. Perspective, the weapon, I don't need no knife. They want answers, they want the clear, but the gray's where the real appears. Sorry if you can see the hues. Gray gang vision, breaking the news. Gray gang for life, you don't understand.
I was gonna save this for the outro, but Jonathan looked like he needed some motherfucking reminding. Hey, 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 hey.
Clouds in my head, man, the fog won't lift. Balance the scale on the tectonic shift. Call it confusion, call it the truth. They stuck in cartoons, I'm painting the proof. Pawns on their board, they stuck in the rules. I'm playing 3D chess while they playing for fools. Spectrum of thought, man, the gray is alive. Perspective, the weapon, I don't need no knife.
Hey, we're gonna stop that one right there and we're gonna move on to the next one. Let me see the fingers in the air. Wave them like you just don't care. Let's go. FUE. Fuck you, everyone. I know, Nunya.
Toxic fumes, everybody's breath a weapon. Trauma traded, sold then swapped like seconds. Britney's panel, a circus of suspicion. Illuminati spitting venom, no contrition. Craig's noise in the back, static on repeat. Every word a trip wire, chaos in the street. Creators slicing wounds just to sell the scars. Every live a battlefield, war of avatars. FUE, anthem, the creed. The gray gang's decree, we don't bow, we don't bleed. FUE, to the fakes and the frauds. Everyone's a villain, applause for the flawed. Illuminati's bile, a bully's occupation. Vile words fly, no room for conversation. Ripping knees complicit, stirring up the flames.
All these fingers.
Drowning in the games. Men abusing women, the app's dark tradition. Scripts written nightly, twisted composition.
Hey,
Algorithms
what up,
thrive on this
pig?
wicked divide. Every comment a dagger, every post a slide. Into madness, a stage where the crew reside. FUE, we stand while the rest collide. FUE, the anthem, the creed. The gray gang's decree, we don't bow, we don't bleed. FUE, to the
Me
fakes and
bleeding.
the frauds. Everyone's a villain, applause for the flawed.
Mean begging. We just simply give our opinion. And y'all motherfuckers don't like it. Sorry.
The anthem, the creed, the gray gang's decree. We don't bow, we don't plead. FUE to the fakes and the frauds. Everyone's a villain. Applause for the fraud.
FUE, baby. Fuck you, everyone. You all suck. Some even, we all suck in one way or another. Hello, hello. Welcome in, everybody. I'm so glad to see y'all this morning. Listen, I was going to save that Grey Gang for the outro, but Jonathan looked like he needed a little reminding. Like, bro, everybody in this chat's telling each other hello and good morning. What's your problem? Oh, you one that's miserable and full of hate too. Well, keep your ass over there then. Did nobody ask you to come over here? You're more than welcome to be here if you can have your opinions respectfully. You don't be doing that, though. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Welcome to the Brittany News Network. This is BNN, and I'm your host, Jonesn. Okay, so the timeline, or let's say the timeline of events that's recently gone on is Clue shared Brittany J's DV situation publicly, read it word for word, showed it on the screen, then went back and blanked it out. Bitch, stop it. It was still there. And then Truth went live. So Brittany took that night off and Truth went live and he clowned it a little bit. And then a little later, and this is my problem with Truth. A little later, he started standing up for the fact that, okay, well, Brittany, you know, probably fight or flight is a real response. It's a real fucking thing. It happens. So he didn't, you know, condemn her for running out of the house without the kids. And he was calling Craig a bitch, right? Like, use a bitch made because you was putting hands on a woman. Absolutely couldn't agree more. That's why I said after I found out about that domestic violence, it's not my fucking business. But I'm good. I'm good. I don't need to have anything to do with Craig or any words for Craig or any of that. You just are what you are in my mind, and that's it. But Brittany chose to stay with him. She chose to work it out with him, and that's her business. And it doesn't mean he's the same man today that he was then. So he comes out, he clowns it, and then he stands up for certain parts of it. But the problem is, like, I would say his actions don't match his words. I guess I could say that. I mean, what kind of actions can you have on YouTube, right? But I guess I can kind of say that because what I was saying was his words 1 minute don't match his words the next minute. And I get perturbed by that. It's like the other day he was saying, Jonesn, you know, I tell people in my chat not to talk about or bring up Brittany's kids or not to go too low or whatever it was. And it's like, yeah, you do, while you continue to do it on the panel. Your chat's going to go with what you're doing. So if you're continuing to do that bullshit on the panel, they're going to continue talking their shit. So the words just don't match up. It's like one thing out one side of his mouth, another thing out the other side of his mouth. I was like, when he first came out and said he was tired of seeing y'all redirecting to each other, and he was tired of, you know, everything being Brittany content, like, when is enough? Like, I was super proud of him for that. It didn't take long for him to fold. He folded like a cheap lawn chair. It didn't take long. So then he did a stream about her talking shit. I didn't say nothing. Then he did a Saturday Night Live skit making fun of her. I didn't say nothing. But then you go live and you mock and make fun of the DV situation. So then I said something. He did actually have the balls to come up on my panel, which I can say is more than the rest of them would do. And I can respect the fuck out of that. But that stream just got stolen, took away from me. Poof. Gone. I feel like our opinions bother people. I don't necessarily know why our opinions bother people when they're just having their opinions too. Like, if your opinion bothers me, I'm allowed to have an opinion about it. And you can sure as fuck have an opinion about my opinion. But y'all feel real fucking touched over our opinions. Real fucking touched. Yeah, because he gets a taste of what that, he went from having almost 600-700 in a stream to hardly nothing because he pulled himself out of that drama. He pulled himself away from it. Now he done got the bug again. He got bit by the YouTube bug. He sees the numbers. And I don't think I don't know if he needs the money or not. The views are attractive. I don't know if he needs the money or not. He says he works. I'll take his fucking word for it. So I don't even know if it's money. I think it's you get in to fit in. Like you do, what you can to fit back into the mold of the people you surround yourself with. It just happens. Right, Deets, you got, and that's another one, okay? Clue and them, they talked a little bit of shit on Seth the other night. I was going to review a few of the things they said, but now you got Granny over there fucking going hard, talking her mad shit. See, as we get through this, I'm going to explain things to you, okay? We're not even going to go into it yet. Let me get rid of Greg Gang from here. Well, supposedly that's his side hustle. He's got another job. I don't know. I don't pretend to know. If he says he works, cool, you work. Seth still a grieving father. Get the fuck out of my chat. Somebody block that person. Sharon, bye. Bye. Sharon is not Karen. Thank you very much. Appreciate you coming by. So, after Truth came on my panel, he was dropping a lot of triggering words or situations that happen in that domestic violence report. Brittany J was in the chat asking him to stop. A lot of people were in the chat asking him to stop. And right when I was about to tell him, like, listen, you're triggering the chat by the words you say, the stream went down. I don't know if that was on purpose, him coming up there and doing that. I can't fathom any other reason, but hold on, let me see. He got added to a redirect and seen those views and was like, damn, they like me. They really like me. Yes, they did a redirect to him the other night. He had 1.6 after the fundraiser for his Saturday Night Live skit. Listen, I get it, but stop bullshitting. Stop bullshitting. And Granny, I'm gonna get your ass too. I don't think you care. I don't care if you care. Just letting you know, I'm finna call you out for the tragedy pimp you are. That not today. Not today, Satan. It's Friday. I'm dealing with one Satan already. I still got nonsense to fuck. I'm letting the jerks and Nunya and Soup handle nonsense for the most part. But I got some words for you too, bitch. I got words for all three of you devils. So it is what it is. Deets, Nunya, y'all are welcome up if y'all want to come. So basically, Truth comes up on my panels. He says some triggering words while Brittany J's in the chat. Brittany J goes live that night. There's not much to the live. Let me see. I've got a few timestamps, so y'all are just going to have to go through them with me. Let's see. Okay, so this one, okay, I do, and this isn't necessarily to do with Truth. The reason I went through here and got timestamps was stuff that I would like to talk about. But I initially went to Brittany J's stream to see, okay, so what the fuck did she say about Truth? Because last night he was on one again. And we're going to go over that as long as he don't private it. Don't be a bitch now. Don't be a bitch. So this is the first time stamp I got. Let's listen to it.
For me, please, let's keep it as classy as we can, because that's a narrative that's being spun that I nope. Listen, I'm not saying that the chat doesn't get a little rowdy sometime. We all get mad. It does happen,
Agree. It happens over here.
you know. But some of the things that I've been hearing lately really piss me off because I know it's not true.
Right. Me too.
Allegedly, have you seen it? Like where they're saying that my chat is just as bad as Clues? That's
Okay. There needs to be some context with this. The other day we said Brittany J's chat was just as bad as Clues when all the fuckery was going on with Kim and Crafton on the panel. Like the shit people were saying in Brittany J's chat was just as bad as the shit they say in Clues, and I stand on that. So I just wanted to approach that little tidbit. And the next timestamp is 107. Let's see. I'm gonna put it on 106 because I took the screenshots like seconds after I heard it. And that's not taking a dig. That's just saying, like, when it gets hostile, during a live stream, chats go fucking wild, bruh.
not more. I love that you're here. Hey,
Aw.
everything. It's better for you to not hear any of what they're spewing over there. They are very disgusting. Well, give me 1 second. I hate this topic about my DV.
Okay.
I feel I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna stop pushing. I hate this topic. I really do, but if I feel led and people aren't, you know what I mean? Here's where I'm at. I don't want to talk about my DV. I don't want to talk.
And I think that's perfectly normal. You shouldn't want to talk about your DV, especially since you've moved on. Like, and y'all went through therapy and whatever you've needed to continue on in your situation. So, I mean, you don't want to talk about it, but all these hating motherfuckers do.
Talk about my trauma. No one on this platform has the right to open up wounds.
Nope.
I agree. But on the flip side, Clue feels like that's what Brittany and her panel did when Brittany said she protected a predator, or when she allowed her panel to say the things they said. Clue felt like, so I can understand. And I told Mom this the other night when we were talking, I was like, I absolutely understand Clue's rage. I understand. I couldn't imagine going through that situation and then hearing somebody say I protected them. Hating this motherfucker with every being of my soul, and to hear somebody say I protected them, to hear somebody say I paid my household bills and fed my family off of what he was doing, that shit would light my ass up too. So I do understand that. But the problem is that there's lies being tacked onto it. Like Clue says that Brittany J attacked her child. Brittany J has not attacked Clue's daughter. She doesn't speak on Clue's daughter. And we can't say the same for Clue, right? So Clue gets mad, takes that as a personal attack against her child for whatever reason, and starts attacking Brittany J's children. There's only one person attacking children in this situation. Actually, there's more than one person. I mean, we got Nonsense, we got Granny, we got Clue. There's more than one, but this is between Clue and Brittany for me. The only one attacking kids between the two is Clue. She's done called these kids stupid. She done called them ugly. She said they ain't shit. Or was it ugly asses? They ain't shit. Ain't never gonna be shit. She has said a lot of stuff. Little idiots. Like, she has said a lot of stuff about Brittany J's kids. Let me come over here to chat for a minute. Let me see what y'all saying. Let's see what's going on with Titanium. She labeled herself what? Hold on, I'm trying to catch up. I missed a lot of the chat. I mean, a lot of people feel like that, Titanium. I'm not going to attack you for it, but a lot of people feel like that. But there's also a lot of people that don't feel like that. There's, like she doesn't consider herself a victim. She considers herself a survivor, and she should. But it doesn't mean she wasn't once a victim of domestic violence. That's all.
Nope, they don't. That's yours and yours alone. And what has been done is so wrong. And I'm sorry they've done that to you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a rough one, y'all. It's a rough one, but shit. I'm not going to give a lot, okay? Because that's not for me to, like, I shouldn't have to, like, but it really,
State it with purpose, because it really is none of their business. It should never have been put out there to begin with. And to go back there and run with it yet again is just complete disrespect on all levels for all DV victims.
Can I tell y'all how many emails I got from people saying that when they heard Clue reading that shit out loud, they got sick to their stomach. They got a lump in their throat. Like it was hard to listen to. They had to leave out. It does re-traumatize people. It really fucking does. And that's what y'all ain't getting. It ain't just about re-traumatizing Brittany. Doing what Clue is fucking out of her mind if she don't think at least a quarter of her chat are domestic violence victims.
You say what you need to say, but you project it so everybody knows where you're coming from and how you feel about it, because it was wrong. Some trauma is a lot worse than others, but we're all on that same level. We're all survivors. We're warriors.
listen, the ugliest of the ugliest women over here, evidently that's their style. And yeah. So here's my question. Every day it seems like it's something. It's a new excuse for why this is happening. You know what I mean? Like,
Thank you.
I've heard it's revenge for the things that I allowed Kim and Crafton to say. Here lately, it's been the website. And then obviously the major one is that I have exploited her child's trauma.
Okay. And this is what I've been saying. Like one day it'll be one excuse. The next day it'll be another excuse. The next day it'll be another. How about it's just all of them? You're fucking, clapping back at Brittany J because you were touched by all of what happened. Put it all in one group. Stop blaming one thing one day, another thing another day, because it gets confusing. You don't fuck with what Brittany said or allowed about you. Got it. But you've got your lick back, bitch. When's it gonna end? When is it gonna end? You got your lick back tenfold. Good for you, girl. Are you proud of yourself? I know you are. So why the fuck do you give a fuck what we think? You say you don't, but you still keep bringing us up. We're over here doing our review. Mind your business if you don't want to hear it. I ain't asking for you to care about what we say. I ain't asking for you to give a fuck. I ain't asking for you to pay the HOA your dues. Nobody cares if you care, Cluminati. Nobody gives a fuck what you think.
Trauma, which I've never done. Never. Exploiting her child's trauma would be me constantly bringing said child up and talking about the crimes that were committed against her, right? I have never done that.
Yeah.
I've never done that.
She has never done that.
And even
she absolutely has never done that.
Then when you talk about they keep saying that they weaponize her ex all the time. When?
No.
When is all the time? I know, Regina. When is all the time?
All right. hold on. I'm looking for where she talks about truth. Because I was like, surely she had to win in on truth, right? For him to be this upset on his latest live stream. How about no? She mentioned them twice, I think. Let's see.
It felt to me today. But I think that we all, as a community, and I speak for everybody when I say this, we all could take a lesson and learning what these traumas can do to people and how impactful they can be. And how many years it took to work through this, and how many therapy sessions, and how many family counselors, and you just, and that's another thing. Yes, stop telling me not to speak.
What I said, let you tell your truth.
Somebody told me in Jonesn's today, these girls are defending you, and if you have any respect for them, you won't respond.
And some people feel that way, and sometimes I wish Brittany J wouldn't respond, but it's not fair to take that away from her. The need to feel like she needs, or the need to respond.
Don't put conditions on me. I am a grown woman. How dare anybody tell me not to speak on something when I'm the one going through it? So let me understand this correctly. Everybody else is allowed to speak on it, but I'm not.
Right.
The one who's actually, it's my life that's been invaded.
And see, I agree with that. So let me look up me, Jones, because I know she said, okay, let's see. Okay, here we go.
Just take a deep breath.
So when all of that stuff happened, Craig has some trauma from the military that he had to work through. And
Good morning, Jay.
Shit happened. Things happened. And we spent years working through it. And it has never happened again.
Does it make him less of a piece of shit, in my opinion? No. The fact that it's never happened again? No. But it's not my business. Like, it's not Brittany's business to worry about if I think he's a piece of shit or not for something he did 8-9 years ago. That's just, it's not for her to be stressed about what I think about that. I think it does make a difference that it hasn't happened since. I think that should be taken into consideration. I think his military service should be taken into consideration. It doesn't excuse it, but all of these things matter.
I think Jonesn had said something today, like, there hasn't been any reports ever since. No, because there hasn't been anything like that to happen. I wouldn't be here I wouldn't live that life. I wouldn't put my children through it. You don't understand something until you go through it.
You.
So
yeah, but and a lot of people have tried, Lolly, I see what you're saying. A lot of people have tried to equate that to, oh, he was probably beating her ass then. It sounded like a verbal argument from the texts that were released. She left, she went to a hotel, or whatever she did. Again, not my fucking business. But there's no reports that have been made of DV since the first situation.
I mean, everybody can go out of chat and hit the like and come back without messing anything.
Jason says, her being beaten isn't fair game. Someone else's daughter being assaulted doesn't make it okay to drag her abuse into drama. Both are serious. Neither should be used as content. A fucking man. Let me look up the next spot. Or let's continue it.
Please. Thank you so much. Just my girls.
Oh, no, that's okay. We finished that part. I'm looking. I'm looking for where she talks about truth. Because that's basically her response to Truth being on my panel. She gives a little bit of information, a little background on it that isn't our business. She didn't even need to do that, but I understand she felt the need to do it. Let's go right here.
Not known yet, sorry. On Johnson's panel, the things that have been said and the lies that have been spread.
Okay, here.
It's not
here
even about me responding to anybody, but that's also, I'm glad you bring that up because that's also something I'd like to address tonight too. People, y'all got to let off of me a little bit. Seriously. I'm one person. The shit that's been done, the things that I had to listen to today that I heard on not Nunez, sorry, on Johnson's panel, the things that have been said and the lies that have been spread and the constant, I am so tired of this back and forth. Like every time something happens, you know, I've done what? I had Kim and Crafton on my panel. They said some unsavory shit. Let's see. I promoted that channel. What's it called? Herp Lip. I said that Chris Proudfoot wasn't the first guy that mistreats kids that she has protected. Let's see. What else? Is this confession on Brittany? Man, come on. I went up on a panel for 6 hours and answered every single question that was asked of me. Look, I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm not going to be held to a standard that others aren't even willing to these. I'm not like they're not even willing to adhere to these standards. And I mean, and listen, the standards that I will hold myself to are my standards of my own that I morally stand behind. No one else. Well, Holly, I have.
Let's see. Okay, let's look up truth. So that was her speaking a little bit on what she was talking about, how she was affected by what she heard on my panel that Truth was saying. So that was kind of her, you know, she didn't mention Truth, but that's what she was saying, that she didn't appreciate that.
Who?
And Angela chatted, but I pay attention. I go around, just like what happened in Jonesn's today. Ooh, that was rough. That was so rough. He's no advocate. No way. And HELL, is he an advocate? You never, ever, ever talk like that to a victim. Never. You never go low.
So that was one of the other instances. Here's the next one.
Do you know how many people were triggered today with me in that chat? What happened in Jonesn's today was absolutely horrific. It was a nightmare. I could not believe, and with each word, it got worse. I couldn't believe what I was witnessing. The fact that Truth can come on panel and repeat over and over and over and over that I was kicked in the head with steel-toed boots over and over and over. Over and over, he said that. Over and over, he said that my children, I left them and they weren't safe. No, you people, y'all have it so fucking backwards. You don't know the story. You're taking portions.
Okay. So that's as far as she went. I think let me search Truth real quick. Let's see. Here's another one.
DV Jonesn doesn't have it on her channel because it got taken down. But that shit. Oh, here's another thing. Elevated Truth. You lied through your teeth today. There never was. You said that you didn't go live about me prior to this. Like you haven't talked about me. That's not true.
Right.
That's not true at all. And another thing you said.
And she has proof of that. You haven't stopped talking about her.
No, and it's all to fit in.
Yep.
It's all to fit in. Hold on a second. Talk about it. So I'm going to say this. God, I don't even know.
Just take a deep breath.
So when Craig has some trauma from the military that he had to work through, and we did. Shit happened. Things happened. And we spent years working through it. And it has never happened again. I think Jonesn had said something. Jonesn had said something today, like, you know, there hasn't been any reports ever since. No, because there hasn't been anything like that to happen. I wouldn't stay. I wouldn't be here if I wouldn't live that life. I wouldn't put my children through it. You don't understand something until you go through it.
Okay. So, I mean, still so far, I don't hear her taking digs at Truth. She is responding to things she heard him say on my panel. So, still nothing that deserves the reaction she got from Truth. Here's another one.
Oh, right. And I hope y'all heard what Elevated Truth said today, because I very much caught it. You know, since they're in the habit of wanting to throw Rakin under the bus. How many of y'all caught what he said today when he said that my DV report has been out since March?
Oh, yeah, I did hear that. Yep. So who had it, I wonder?
Okay. Still not a lie, not a dig. Just pointing out something Truth said on my panel. And that's it. That's all she said. Hold on. I shared the wrong one. So then I wake up this morning. I see he did another live and it says, you wanted my attention. So here's a few minutes of truth. The melting gummy bear. First off, with that title, I want to say, no, she didn't want your attention. She hasn't asked for your attention. You did the Saturday Night Live skit without her even saying anything to you. You did this panel right here, Token Tuesday, with uncharming Jenna without her saying anything to you. This is the one where you mocked the DV situation in the first place. So then you jump on my panel, want to speak for yourself because you felt like you needed to. Cool. I can respect it. Come up here. She responds to you finally from the stuff you said on my panel, and you pitch this whole bitch baby fit. So I wouldn't say Brittany J wanted your attention. I would say it's actually the other way around. You have been wanting Brittany J's attention. Now let's watch. I'm going to come over here and chat while we watch. Oh, shit. I'm sorry.
Everybody.
Sorry, guys. I
wasn't watching it.
Sorry. I forgot to share the right tab. My bad, bitches. My bad.
One of you that take care of your kids, take care of your family.
Hold on. Let me go back a little more.
First of all, I want to give a shout out to all the step parents and the parents, the moms, the dads, the boyfriend.
Even the moms that collect child support? You standing up for them too?
Friends, the girlfriends, each and every one of you that take care of your kids, take care of your family. You go to work, you come home, you love on your family, you love on your kids, you put them first. What they need comes first.
Shut up, Stevie.
Their love comes first.
We're going to speed him up a little
Those
more.
things. Thank you. Thank you for leading the next generation into a potentially prosperous life through examples, through dedication, and through time well spent with your youngins. You know, I got a couple clips
Tell him,
from a little
Remy.
somebody's live. As always, I wasn't watching it because I got better shit to do. But I want to make a couple things real.
I don't know, Brittany. He said you wanted my attention, so here's a few minutes of truth. And from what I went back and reviewed, you haven't mentioned truth lately. Not elevated truth. I mean, you've mentioned the word truth as in like, and that's the truth. But this motherfucker, I didn't find you mentioning them anywhere lately. So that means the Saturday Night Live skit was done unwarranted. His going over your DV report and mocking it was unwarranted. And this one's unwarranted because you absolutely have a fucking right to say, Truth, you were wrong in what you said on Jonesn's panel. You didn't attack him. You didn't talk shit to him. But this is his response to you. And he has the gall to tell you you wanted his attention. The fuck out of here.
Real fucking clear. Because I think that we've crossed over into some dumb land here on the YouTubes. So let me try to say this the best way you can understand. The day that the man who puts his hand
I heard that somewhere, Brittany. I can't remember where I heard it talked about, but I haven't been able to verify it yet.
On you is the good guy, and the guy that calls him out for putting his hands on you is the bad guy. Is the day I know that you have lost your fucking mind.
Yeah, I know you have lost your motherfucking mind. Let's listen to that again. You need more of that, bro. You need to chill out.
The day that the man who puts his hands on you is the good guy.
Who's saying he's the good guy? He's a piece of shit for putting his hands on his old lady. That's any man, not just Craig. But it does matter that it hasn't happened since. And you need to take into account all the things surrounding it. His military service, their therapy. It ain't your motherfucking business, is the point.
And the guy that calls him out for putting his hands on you is the bad guy.
What happened before you called him out, though, Truth? What happened before you said, and you're a piece of shit with steel-toed boots and all that shit? I'm not going to repeat it because I ain't that bitch. But what happened before you called him out on that? You mocked the DV case.
Is the day I know that you have lost your fucking mind. The fact that you can sit and look at yourself with a straight face while talking about how everybody else is horrible and your man kicked you with fucking steel-toe boots.
And again, this is a DV advocate, y'all. He was an advocate for 4 years. He told us to research it, but then wouldn't tell us the name of the organization he ran.
Oh, but Truth, you were laughing at her trauma. Was I though? Was I though?
Was he though? Let's go over here and watch. Let's go see. Let's go see.
Well, there she is. She talks.
I do. I talk sometimes too much.
Listen, I hear somebody needs to call the ambulance because these streets are on fire.
Bro. Woo, that was wild. And say that while I do not. I use Discord to dispute information. Absolutely.
Yeah, we know. We know, girl.
I will not freebase cocaine. I just simply will not freebase cocaine. Now I might take it too. You know, it'd be
Ever heard that? Not. I'm sorry, but
so fucking funny.
no, it
so
wasn't.
fucking funny. You don't like it because you're from Alabama. I win.
She's having surgery tomorrow.
Maybe they cut it off and add charming news on the streets. Give me an update. I was busy all day, but I just happened to skim through some of y'all's conversations and realized shit must have happened.
So you know something happened.
Yeah.
You know?
So when, it's bad when one of these ladies get up and they're on one. It's horrible when two of them get up and they're on one. It's a fucking catastrophe, and everybody's going, get just hide, duck, run for cover because all three of them got up and was on it today.
Oh, what did I must have missed all the excitement.
Oh yeah. It started with Granny. And it went from Granny to nonsense to Clue and then back to nonsense and then Jay. But no, Jay wasn't as bad. She just kind of like more or less went over Clue stuff. But and then Owen Girl when
No, this on the panel with Truth right now is Charming Jenna. I'm going to drop the link in the chat. So anybody else, when we're done with this live, if you want to go see more of him mocking it, go see it. If you want to go see where he stood up for Brittany on certain things, because he did. Her running out of the house, he stood up for her on that. He thinks Craig's a bitch. Okay, he stood up for that. But before that, it was mocking.
Clue went on, I was busy, so I didn't see her when she first went on. And Owen Girl, she sent me a thing and she said, I hear things are about to get hot. So I missed the first part of it, the big explosion, like where Clue threw gas on everything. And then, come back and hit it with a...
Hey, Jonesn writing big caps due to my eye surgery. Y'all don't be blocking Genia. I went with a guy that was in the war. He had a flashback, tried to smother me. It happens to men or women that's been in the service. I had to get out. Well, I'm glad you were able to. And I'm sorry that happened to you.
A blowtorch, basically.
Yeah. Okay, you're gonna have to tell me what these things are. You're giving a lot of about, but you ain't telling me shit.
Well, I was getting there. So, okay. Clue actually read off somebody's police report today. Yes, sir. And she started out, and I 100% back her on it. I would have done it way before now.
Yeah, so you're a piece of shit too, ho. And
I'd have done way more than that, but just because.
She would have done more than that. On Charming Jenna.
But at the same time, yeah, she read that and she gave a disclaimer right before she done it. She said, I'm about to do something that not everybody's gonna agree with, and if this is it's gonna be a trigger warning and touchy subject, get out now. And I was like, oh, what is that? So I hit Odin back and I said, you said it was gonna get hot. You didn't say we were in the middle of hell. It was wild. Like,
all right, hold on.
Those ladies, if anybody deserves it though, they did. Like they held it as long as they could, and I 100% back them all three on it.
Can somebody give me a timestamp of when it actually started being talked about, please?
In a minute, yeah.
Yeah, someone could do that, and then we will take a look at it because I haven't seen it.
I thought she was in Clues today at some point. I don't know.
I popped in there, but it was in the back. Like, you know how I turn it on in the background as I'm working. So there was a lot of times that I wasn't in here. I was I was working.
Blah, blah, blah. Blank. So Little Daisy says it's about 30 minutes in.
30 minutes in.
About,
right, you keep telling us about it. I'm going to try to find it.
But, I mean, Clue, I don't think Clue was planning on going live. I caught, most of nonsense.
Let's go through this a little bit.
Put out as a false narrative.
To where he pulls up.
I had to pull the newsroom up in the background. All right. Well, I'm a person who needs to see and hear sometimes. So let's see.
And if you notice before you start this, like Late Girl said, so Clue's usually live for like an hour or two or 3 hours, right?
Yeah.
No, this is like maybe an hour and a half.
Hey, PJ, do you want to join us on stage? I'd be more than glad to have you come on. I always like making fun of you. I want to see what kind of gas you had. Was it unleaded? Was it premium?
It was
sorry, guys, I'm so stopped up. But we're
like in the movies.
Really? Yeah. Listen, and guys, y'all know I didn't get to watch it, so I'm going to watch it. And if you don't like it, you don't have to be in here, but we're going to watch it because I want to see what kind of gas you had. Was it unleaded? Was it premium?
It was
sorry, guys, I'm so stopped up.
He wanted to see what kind of gas Clue had. Shit gas.
Trigger warning before he plays.
Bitch had a whole fart.
Says if you are someone that is easily triggered by domestic violence, anything like that, you
Shut up,
don't know how far this is going to go.
Really, definitely understand. Sorry, I'm trying to get something pulled up real quick.
Yeah, and jet fuel. That's
right. Well, I will also give the warning coming from. Okay.
No, it's okay. It's just we want people. Some people might find it sensitive.
Trigger warning to everybody. Just know that you have been given a respectful amount of time for the trigger warning. If for some reason you don't think that it applies to you and then you do get upset from what you hear, I'd like to say I'm sorry, but that's your own fault. Okay. I'm not trying to be a dick. It just is what it is. You're getting all the trigger warnings right now. Please.
I mean, he's not wrong in a sense because it is your fault if you know that there's triggering shit about to happen and you stay. But how about just don't do the triggering shit? How about that?
Take the opportunity to heed that if necessary. And I'll tell you why I'm being so intense about it, even though I haven't heard it. It's because when I see 7 messages in the chat back to back that say, yeah, trigger warning is needed. Half a Dolly's name to make her channel bigger. All right, let me put this up real quick before we get started. All right, 1-800 if you need. PJ, I said, do you want a link? And you just ignored me.
Right there, he drops. So you got
sure use it.
Get the fuck out of here. You got Charming Jenna dropping. You are not alone. If you are facing domestic violence, help is available. For anonymous, confidential help, call the National Domestic Violence Hotline. And then
there is a 1-800 hotline if you're in a position where you need help. Please make sure and use it.
And then she gives the hotline number. But yet, she's fucking congratulating Clue on reading this DV report and shaming a victim / survivor. Hell, does that make y'all feel better to put survivor after it.
All right, 1-800-787-3224.
Fuck, you cannot make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up.
3224. So please do that line if you need. PJ, I said, do you want a link and you just ignored me?
Pipsqueak, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Good morning. Glad to see you. Welcome in, welcome in.
To my fans, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that.
Play it already. Damn. You know what? I'm coming into your morning show and start being bossy. That's what I'm going to do. Come in there and tell you what the hell you need to do on your show. And I'm going to call your...
Yeah. They did have an issue. Brittany J, did some fucked up shit. They had an issue. They both, apologized to each other, if I'm not mistaken, or she apologized to him and he accepted it. There's no excuse.
Coffee place and tell them I'll pay double if they don't make your coffee.
All while promoting her at the same time, especially considering you
Why is this blurry?
had her up on your panel the other night. And I absolutely love this for you. So I'm going to ask the same question that Nonsense just asked you. Where the fuck is my paperwork? You specifically named not only me, but fiance. Where the...
Ready to sign them papers. Papers.
Ready to sign them papers.
Hey.
Is our paperwork. And if you think for 5 seconds that I am not going to ask you that every single motherfucking day, call it harassment, call it whatever the fuck you want to, bitch. But I will be. And you better know and understand. You better learn to grift a lot fucking better than you do now. Because
crazy,
I am not going to take whatever the fuck you send me and not fight like hell against you and your bigot fucking boyfriend.
And not this bitch calling anybody a bigot. Hell, he might be. I don't know. I haven't seen enough from him to call him that. You know what? I've seen enough from you to call you a bigot, and I've seen enough from you to call you a racist. Stop calling these names, ho.
Why do I feel like I'm in trouble?
I don't know, but I felt like I was in trouble before this because Nonsense actually was yelling, send me the fucking paperwork. Like yelling. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, like a lunatic.
What's happening?
Well, that's not what I want. I really feel that was already, I'm trigger warned. I'm warned by my own trigger.
PJ Vision says we need to get.
Go ahead, PJ. Go. I don't know. I'm just saying. This don't really seem like the fuck around and find out kind of time. I'm just saying. I'm not giving her no soap. I'm not doing it. Y'all got look, y'all mean. All right, let's go. I'm ready.
And I will not lose. Petty Baby Super Chat, please remember this is Clue's channel and she will say all the things she wants. Please keep children out of the chat. Mods have to keep up. Love y'all.
What did that mean?
I'm going to behave, but there's something that I want to say back to that I'm not going to.
Oh.
Mrs. O, thank you for the super sticker.
It meant just what the
and
fuck it
in the
said.
lines, thank you for the super chat. Defamation, incitement, further defamation. That part. But what I am going to do, let me get this off that screen. I know that's probably bright as shit.
I'm uncomfortable.
I was so like just when I got to writing that poem, I literally was like, damn, I really do miss writing, you know? And I'm like,
yeah, you should go back to it and shut the fuck up.
Never really tried my hand at a long short story. So now we're going to read.
Yeah, she can read and then she's about to tell you a short story. But will you quit moving us around to feel like she's up here with us? I see what you're doing.
Well, so here's what I felt weird about. I felt weird about like being over the top of her and it's her show. But I also have to, I figured you wanted to look her face to face while she talked. So I just put you in front of her. I know how you feel about looking a woman in the eyes when they're being dominant.
Oh, okay.
See, makes sense now? Makes sense, see?
Yeah. Well, why the fuck are you on top though?
Because I'm always, never mind. So what we're going to do here is watch the rest of this now, part of it.
On 12/8/2017 at approximately 23:50 hours.
Trigger warning.
23:50, so that's 11:50 p.m. All right.
Myself and Blink responded to Blink in reference to an assault already occurred. Upon arrival, we spoke.
Somebody whooped somebody's ass. Your man kicked you with fucking steel toe boots. Oh, but Truth, you were laughing at her trauma. Was I though? Was I though?
To an assault already occurred. Upon arrival, we spoke.
Somebody whooped somebody's ass. Who's she even reading this about?
You found.
He's full of shit. He knows exactly who she's reading it about. He knows exactly what's going on. He even says so later. Was it on was it in his new? No, it was on my panel when he said that he had already known about this paperwork since what, March? So you're full of shit. Clocked. Consider it.
Out. Just listen to her short story. It'll make sense in a minute.
Is it a real story though?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it a real story though? Oh, okay. So again,
At her trauma with fucking steel toe boots. Oh, but Truth, you were laughing at her trauma. Was I though? Was I though?
And Blink. These two would be victim, one witness.
Victim and a witness. Okay.
Blink was in the passenger side of Blink's vehicle.
Can we call blank and blank certain names or no?
Not in the story. You read this story.
Okay. I'm just asking questions. I don't know.
Charmin Jenna just confirmed it.
Blink said she
You've
had
read this story. Truth.
been beaten and kicked repeatedly.
Wait, she?
Yes.
She said?
She, as in she is the victim.
She is with a female victim and a female assaultant, right?
No, a female victim, a female witness, and a male assailant.
Oh, a male beat up a female?
Yes. Just
Look at him trying. Tell me this is not him mocking the DV story he already fucking knew about. Bro, you're clocked. You're clocked. Consider yourself clocked, bitch. We see what you're doing right here. Putting doubt on everything being said.
listen away.
Oh, I hope somebody didn't beat up Clue. We'll have to fight.
Yeah,
Two
you just have to
assaults
listen.
already occurred. Upon arrival, we spoke to Blink and Blink. It would be victim, one witness. Blink was in the passenger side of Blink's vehicle, crying. Blink said she had been beaten and kicked repeatedly by her living.
Y'all seeing that? Pay attention.
Crying. Blink said she had been beaten and kicked repeatedly by her.
Oh, but Truth, you were laughing at her trauma. Was I though? Was I though?
Vehicle, crying. Blink said she had been beaten and kicked repeatedly by her live-in boyfriend, Blink. This person would be the suspect.
Wait a minute. So, just so I understand this, Cletus beat up Clue?
Yeah. No.
No?
No. You don't
Okay, hold
comprehend
on,
very
hold
well
on.
when you read, huh?
Let me see. So if Cletus, so there's Cletus and Clue. Crafton beat up, what's her name?
Well, he did that too, but no, this is
Oh.
not Crafton, and yeah, this is not
Okay.
not.
Seth beat up somebody.
Well, he's
BHP.
done that 2 years ago, but no, not him either.
Damn.
Damn, I didn't realize we had all these people. What's wrong with
Okay.
y'all?
Okay. Oh my God, no way.
What?
T-Rev beat up that girl?
Which one? But no.
No? Oh, none of those. So it's none of the. So it's got to be somebody on the fucking dark side because they're the shitty pieces of shit, right? It's got to be somebody over on the dark side.
Right.
Okay. I think that's enough, and I think y'all get the fucking point. What do y'all think? Do y'all think he was making fun of it? Let me know.
Oh, but Truth, you were laughing at her trauma. Was I though? Was I though? Who's making a mockery out of the trauma right now? Is it me? Or you sitting up on your panel acting like nothing's wrong with what he did and he doesn't hurt you, it couldn't hurt the kids and blah, blah, blah. But you're such a victim.
She never did that. She never acted. Okay, so what bothers him is that Brittany doesn't still call him a piece of shit because because she continues to be with him. And she says he's changed and he's a decent guy now. So let's listen further.
How can you be such a fucking victim if you choose to live with your victimizer? Oh, Truth, you can't say that.
Elevated Truth, welcome to the stage.
I just figured since you want to talk so much shit after kicking me off your show the other day,
I didn't kick you off. You got the same error message.
Yep.
You got the
I
same
didn't get an
fucking
error.
error
I didn't get
message
an
the
error.
rest of us
I
got.
didn't get an error. I didn't
And
get an
then we
error.
struck up another live and offered you the link on that one.
Where?
So,
I don't follow any of y'all. I don't follow
okay, that's
y'all.
not my problem though.
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay, but you're sitting here constantly talking shit about me when I
I
spoke
sure the
truth.
fuck am, and
Well,
I
you're
know
a
you
piece of
cannot
shit, too.
speak truth, bitch. That
Yes,
is
I
not
did,
true.
bitch.
No,
Okay,
it's not.
so why
bitch.
you want to sit here and talk crazy to people? I came up here respectfully to
talking
you the other day.
crazy.
Listen,
I
I
was
came up here.
respectful back, was I not?
Okay, and now you're instead of coming and talking to me like I came and
I'm
talked to
not
you like
gonna
a
come
fucking
talk.
adult,
No,
you want to come up here and play my shit and act like Brittany's the victim when Brittany starts so much shit on these webs and y'all want to stand next to her. But if this was Clue, y'all want to talk shit about her. You know what
Oh,
Clue
is that
did to
the
her? Hold on.
truth?
You know what Clue did to her abuser? She locked his ass up and left. You know what
Yeah.
she did? She stayed and played victim.
Listen,
Okay, that's stupid.
saying no, I let you speak. You're gonna let me speak. I'm
I
not
have no
saying
problem
Brittany
with
J
it.
hasn't been out here doing shit to hurt people. She
Yes, she does.
absolutely.
She called me a fucking pedophile. What do you mean?
You're not even listening. I just said I'm not gonna sit here and say she hasn't
So
done
why
that.
take up for her? Why take up for her?
Because she's still a DV victim.
How
And
is
y'all
she?
are acting like she's
I don't
not.
give a shit. She
Hold
fucking
up.
stayed with the son of a
Furthermore,
bitch.
I stayed silent for you. You should stay silent for me. Furthermore, don't come on my panel and tell me I haven't stood up for Clue if this was the same situation. Because
Listen,
we
why
got
do you
Sinner.
care? Listen,
Stop.
why do you
We
care?
got
Listen,
Sinner to
why
take
do
the
you care
fucking
so much?
video down.
Why
We
do you
got.
listen?
Stop.
Why do you care so
You
much?
do not accuse me of something and then not let me fucking speak.
You did it to me for 2 fucking shows. What do you mean?
Where?
You're doing it right now. Did you tag me in this shit? Fuck no, you didn't. Why not?
Why the fuck would I tag you? If you want to come,
the other
you
one.
come. The link's
You did the
pinned.
other one. You did the other one, didn't you?
Nope.
You tagged me in the other one.
Nope,
You made
sure
a post
didn't.
about me and
I
tagged
made
me
a
in it, didn't
community
you?
post. I made a community post.
Yeah,
I did
about
not
me
tag you
with
in
my tag
live.
in it.
I did not tag you in my live. We can sit here and have a civil
You
conversation
don't
or
want to have
not.
a civil
But the simple
conversation.
fact
What
is, you don't
wanna
get to
do-
come up here. You do not get to come up here and accuse me of not standing up for Clue when I just played a stream where I did just that. You don't get to do that. Educate your fucking self before you come and talk shit to me. I've absolutely done multiple streams about what Kim and Crafton said on Brittany J's panel. I've done multiple streams about what Brittany J said. I've done multiple streams standing up for what happened to Clue was fucking wrong and that she's a victim too. You can be a piece of shit and a victim at the same time. Now get the fuck out of my studio. Go private your shit. I don't care. I'll continue reading your ass.
That truth, you can't. He's not an advocate at all. No, what you stupid bitches are enablers to idiocracy. The way you have put real survivors in a light, and the light that you put them in is
How fucking dare. I can't even focus on what I'm doing right now because you did not just come up here because you're mad as fuck at me fucking showing that you absolutely mocked it. You sat here, did I mock it? Did I? Yeah, let me show you where you did it, bitch. You don't get to come up here and do that to me because you're upset. Your fifis are hurt. You're touched. Be touched, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Accusing me of shit when I have stood up for that nasty ass, raunchy ass bitch you call a friend. Absolutely have. Clock it. Go check my shit. Everything with Clue and Brittany J. Go fucking check it before you come up on my shit and try to tell me about myself because you're only going to be fucking proved wrong and told about yourself.
disgusting. The fact that you told Petty.
Woo! Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus. I banned him from the studio. He can't ever click my link again. You do not come up here. I let you speak and then you keep over talking me because you don't like what I'm fucking saying? The fuck? Out of here. You better go make a sock account, bitch, and come back if that's what you feel like you need to do. I'll allow it if you come up here respectfully. But to come up here and accuse me of not being willing to do the same thing for your trashy friend when I've done the same thing for your trashy ass piece of shit, no good bitch of a friend several times? The fuck out of here. No, yeah, Tiny. He thinks if he just talks real fast, he's winning, but doesn't listen. only bumping the gums. Exactly. I'm going to hit you with fucking facts, bro. And the fact is, I stood up for your bitch. And then you gonna ask me, why do I care? Because I do. And I started out this venture, right? I started this out calling out Brittany J and Clue. Let me fucking show y'all. Since this asshole wants, let me fucking show y'all. I started this out. Let's see. Y'all just wait. I'm about to find it. KK Cluminati and KK Craig. That was about Craig and yo bitch. This one was another review of Brittany J and Cluminati, and it's where she lied about having cellulitis. She swears I went and looked, but I didn't fucking go digging into her mama's Facebook that far back. I ain't got fucking time for that. I got a ship to run around here. Fuck out of here. I actually fucking work. Here's the link to this live stream where I said I wasn't the one that did that it was a screenshot floating around on a YouTube channel. Let's go back. Let me educate you motherfuckers. Here, let me drop the links for you, Truth. Because I know you're still in here scowling. Here's the Cluminati versus Craig. Both racist, both bigots, I guess. Whatever. Here's that one. Here, go research it, bitch. Sorry. Go research it. Let's see. Sorry, guys, but I'm going to drop every motherfucking link this fool needs to go and educate himself. You will hear me call Brittany out on certain things, and you will hear me call Clue out on her bullshit. She's a known fucking liar, and I've proved it over and over. She hasn't proved she isn't. Woo! All right, here's one. Trauma. This one. Krama locales. It was mainly about Clue, but there are a few things in here I addressed pertaining to Brittany J. Here, go check it, bitch. Let's go to the next one. Oh, right here. Here's one. Because what did that say? That said, 2 locales, 1 pasture. Here, this one's about Brittany J. and Clue. Here's another one, baby. Here you go, boo-boo. Boo-boo kitty fuck. There you go. Take it and go research it. Here, hold on. Hold on. We're almost done. And we'll get back to the bullshit. So there's that one. 2 locales, 1 pasture. That was about Brittany and Clue. Let locales lie. I think this was about them. Nope. This one's about Queen. Nope. Hold on. Shoot the shit, Krama shenanigans, which was okay. Locale funsies. Let's see what this one is. Because if it's anything where I'm reviewing Brittany J and oh no, oh my God! Here, let me educate y'all that want to turn your heads or dig your head in the sand. Here's the racist stream showing all the receipts to yo bitch that said prove it. There you go. There's the stream. Make sure you carry that over to her, Truth. Why is he so bothered that I have an opinion? I don't know. Oh, here's one where I covered you. Here you go, baby. Here you go. Here's one where I covered you both. Okay. There's another one. Okay, hold on now. that might be it. Issues. Let's see. That might be it, because I stopped covering them for a couple of weeks because I took the summer off, and then we went on vacation to Punta Cana, and then I came back. So here I am. These are the streams since I've been back. One about Clue and Cletus and the rest of the crew. One about Clue weaponizing her pedo ex. And then the one I'm doing on you today. Go through those streams before you come trying to talk shit to me, because saying, well, if this was Clue, you wouldn't stand up for her. Yes, the fuck I would. And yes, the fuck I have. Go research it. Go check yourself, bitch. Thank you so much, Garbage Girl. I appreciate that. Thank you for your support.
To my fans, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you for being such a loyal fan. And it only comes back to that they think that we're just standing up for Britney. No, I don't like this bully behavior in girl world. I don't like the way they get so intense on bullying in the locale universe, which is why I'm no longer over there. I'll check in every now and then, but it becomes too much, right? Guess what? Girl world ain't my sector. Locale universe isn't my sector. Those are places I choose to visit. This right here, bitch, this Krama is my sector. Whether you love it or you hate it, this is my zone. Why do I care? Because it's happening in front of my fucking face. The bullying of the Clue and crew. That's why I give a fuck, and it's in my sector. He goes on later to tell Britney she needs to leave this community. Let me clue you in on something. Let me clue you in on something real quick. Hold on. We got another super chat. Just Krista Michelle, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for being such a fan.
To my fans, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you.
But you ask why I care. That's the best reason I can tell you I care. And also the other reason is because I've had that mob mentality on me. It fucking sucks. Anybody who's gone through it sympathizes with this. I was telling my mama last night, like, I don't understand. Like, I get the anger Clue had, but I don't understand how all these motherfuckers lay their head down at night and don't think about the way they maybe hurt someone earlier in that day. I'd be feeling like shit. None of y'all motherfuckers have a fucking conscience. That's what it comes down to. And you want to tell Brittany J she needs to get out of this community? Listen, I don't even fuck with Brittany J's true crime shit, but she was still a part of this community. Let me name a list off for you. If you can think of somebody I missed in the chat, let me know. Queen B, Jonesn, Savage Live Media, Kathy P, Nonsense, Granny's Watching, Voices, T-Rev, Dolly, Bullhorn Betty, Brittany J. Whether we were reviewing them or not, all of those people are part of this community, or were. Bullhorn Betty isn't any longer. Dolly isn't any longer. You know who wasn't a part of this? Who am I missing? JLR. Who am I missing? Deets on the Streets, Chasing. Let's see. Chico, Dutchie, the Jerks, Soup, Heels in the Air. May she rest in peace. Whether we was fighting each other or not, we were all a part of the same community. That is Krama. You know whose names are not mentioned? Yours, Elevated Truth, and Cluminati's. If anybody needs to get gone, it's y'all. Y'all fucking invaded our space, our sector of YouTube. And I give it to you. You won a lot of people over with y'all's bullying because people love that kind of entertainment. They love, because there are a lot of hateful people in this world. They love to see people dragged day in and day out. They love to see people embarrassed. I said granny. I said granny. They love to see people humiliated. They love to see people hurting. So you might have gained those, but all you did was clear it out for us. So we ain't got those toxic people in our neighborhood anymore. The gall of you to tell Brittany she needs to go somewhere when you wasn't even here. Where did you come from, bitch? You came over here exploiting a child's case. That's where you came from. You know what we call that? We call that tragedy pimping. And you know how all of these people are involved in this one trauma community? Because it was me, Queen, Savage, Kathy P, Nonsense, Granny at one point, Chasing Truth, a couple of us. I can't even think of the rest. Voices, Voice for the Voiceless. All of those people I just named were the ones calling out the Dollies, the Bullhorn Bettys, the Brittany Jays in some instances for her true crime coverage, the JLRs. We called all of them out because they would spread misinformation or they would entertain dramatic and hurtful speculation. You and Cluminati are tragedy pimps. A lot of the people we used to fight and argue with the tragedy pimps are now tragedy pimps. You see what I'm saying? So here we are over here. We ain't changed a fucking lick. We're still the same people we were. But also, we're the same people that when people started going after Bullhorn Betty for her hair, the way she cooked her food, her grass being too long, none of that shit mattered. That's when we pulled back. When people started going after Dolly, not for what his true crime coverage was, but about his brother or the way he grifts, just the way he looks, his relationship with PJ. When people started going after that, we pulled back. Why? Because we're not with the bully shit. We have a history of not being with the bully shit. Now, I won't say we didn't take part. I absolutely used to drag Bullhorn Betty for filth. Absolutely. I absolutely used to drag Dolly for filth. But when it got to the point it was nitpicking the fuck out of them and it was personal attacks, I pulled myself away and I did no more coverage on them because that's bully behavior, and bully behavior is not what I want to be a part of. Y'all are all miserable, conscienceless fucking people.
Oh, Truth, you can't say that. Truth, you can't. He's not an advocate at all. No, what you stupid bitches are enablers to idiocracy. The way you have put real survivors
Pink Dagger
in a light, and the light that you put.
Laura, Perplexed. She was part of the group. We were always fighting with each other, but guess what? We were all in one sector, and that sector was trauma. You and your bitch infiltrated. Isn't that what that clip is that Queen plays? Infiltrated. We've been you motherfuckers infiltrated us.
Them is disgusting. The fact that you told Petty as fuck that she wasn't a victim because she didn't agree with you, go fuck yourself sideways with a cactus on Saturday.
Okay.
How dare you? The woman who's called people pedophiles, the woman who has tried to ruin people, the woman who has lied.
Beauty, I sure as fuck did. When I seen it was just nitpicking every single thing about a person, I was like, nah, I don't want none of this. And while I'm on this topic, Nonsense, you got some fucking nerve saying you never disrespected me. You absolutely disrespected me. And what did you disrespect me over? Dolly. How dare I be cool or try to build a bridge with Dolly while you sit next to these motherfuckers that are friends with that person you disrespected me over. The fuck out of here. You stand for nothing, bitch.
On everybody you speak of. How dare you have the audacity to say something about me making a joke about your DV when respectfully and disrespectfully, you made a joke out of your own DV when you decided to stay.
Y'all heard that? And he means it with his whole chest. Now, I'll tell y'all, a real man, a real fucking man, would find this repulsive as well as the DV. Let me tell you what a real man does. When you clue them in and you say, hey, this is what's been going on, because, you know, they ain't no, speaking for Tony, he ain't no bitch. He ain't on here in women drama. He ain't on here bullying another woman. And if he ever fucking spoke up and said some shit while I was sitting here going back and forth with Queen, I would have a fucking problem with that. But that ain't what he is. That's not who he is. And when I told him about this shit going on and I showed him this clip, I was like, now what do you think of that? He was like, they both bitches and they both need their ass whooped. Period.
You made a joke out of your own DV when you decided to hide it and then act like a victim now 8 years later. You want to know what's ridiculous? You don't want anybody to put your personal business out there, but you had no problem talking about what happened to Baby Clue.
Oh, let's not forget JP. She's been in this sector. Molly Go Lightly. Mitten Mama. What's Lisa's channel? Crimes and Fashion. We all belong here. You guys are the intruders.
None. You had no problem calling Clue what you called Clue. None. You have no problem listening to your man in the background call other men pedos. Why? Why is it that always with the green team, y'all want to run to men being pedos? Why is that your first thing you run to, you fucking weirdo?
Why is it the first thing Clue runs to? She's done it twice now. The first time was before Brittany J ever said anything about Clue protecting a man that hurts children. The first time was when they alluded to Craig being inappropriate with a teen boy who's wheelchair bound because he has communication with him to brighten his day, to play Xbox games with him, to play some Call of Duty with him. Yo bitch did that.
Clue does a fundraiser on Katie's birthday. And what do? You turn it to about you. Poor, pitiful fucking you. Nobody gives a fuck about you.
Clearly. Y'all don't give a fuck about nobody but your views, your clicks, and your money. You got a taste of it again the other day. You forgot what it felt like, didn't you, bitch?
Maybe the people in your circle, cool. Stop trying to get everybody else to like you because no one else is going to tell you we don't fucking like you. We laugh at you.
We know. We know.
We don't think that you have creations or that you're a creator. We think you're a fucking moron.
No, I didn't say nonsense was a tragedy. Well, she's pimping Brittany J's tragedy, so welcome to the world of tragedy pimping nonsense.
You have been the pain in the ass of creators on this side of YouTube for a long fucking time. You stir shit up, you get it started, and then you act like everybody's horrible. You know who's horrible? That sorry son of a bitch who's sitting in the house right now with you, who thought it would be okay to kick you in your fucking stomach with steel-toe boots. That's what's disgusting.
What's this? Yeah, I couldn't fucking agree more. What's also disgusting is what you're fucking doing right here, right now, on my fucking screen.
That's what's disgusting. But you want all of us to be the bad people. Oh, Truth could never be an addict. Nobody would shame a victim. I don't fuck with victims. I fuck with survivors.
Oh, do you? Because Brittany's
I
a
don't advocate
survivor.
for victims.
Hold up. Hold up. Brittany's a fucking survivor, right? She said she ain't no victim. Y'all have said it. Well, she doesn't claim to be a victim. How is she a victim? She's not. She's a fucking survivor. And now you're saying you stand with survivors? Interesting.
I advocate for fucking survivors. I don't advocate for victims. I advocate for fucking warriors.
Well, whether you fucking like her or not, whether she's messy as fuck on these streets or not, whether she says things, and the rest of you bitches did too. Oh, when Clue said something the other day, I can't remember the exact wording, but somebody said something about Truth coming up on my panel, and she was like, yeah, they're just mad that he don't want their pussy. So are you saying that he wants yours? Is that what you was trying to say? Girl, stop.
In this earth that's gone through fucking shitty things.
Who the fuck would want a man that's disparaging to a DV victim as their man? Not me. If he's married, okay, cool. His wife, that's her choice. If if she's down with that, then she's down with that. Okay. Nothing, you're not gonna hear nothing from me about it.
The real warriors.
That would be like me shaming her and being like, look at what you're fucking married to. Absolutely not. Because I guarantee there's more about you, Truth, than this bullshit you're doing on these streets that made that woman fall in love with you in the first place. Just because you're an ass clown on these streets don't mean you're an ass clown to your wife.
The real warriors, you know it when you meet them. They have that look in their eye. But you wouldn't know that because all you look at is your fucking computer screen. You want everybody to feel bad for you. You want everybody to feel sorry for you. For what? For what, Beej? For what? It was 8 years ago, right? Why are we supposed to feel sorry?
No, motherfuckers. I have not FOIA'd BJ. But if you got some reports that we don't know about, put them out there. Otherwise, you're just fucking talking shit. Sitting here trying to insinuate or make it seem like he's still beating on her. There's been no report since this report. God, y'all are so goddamn dense.
Why is it so traumatic, Beej?
Did y'all hear that?
Everybody to feel bad for you. You want everybody to feel sorry for you. For what? For what, Beej? For what? It was 8 years ago, right? Why are we supposed to feel sorry for you? Why is it so traumatic, Beej?
Because it was a traumatic moment in her life. How fucking complicated does this have to be? And no, Grain, it's a rhetorical fucking statement because I know they don't have anything. But to sit here and fucking insinuate, and furthermore, why are you even in here? To sit here and fucking insinuate that she's still living with this same abuse day in and day out, the fuck out of here. Prove it then.
I'll tell you why it's so traumatic. Because no man, especially a man that you love, should ever put his hands on you. But hey, you chose to stay. Congratulations. But don't sit out here and act like you're a fucking victim, like you struggle with the situation every day. You lay in bed with them. You sleep with them. You're not married to them. The door is open.
No, they love to run with that, mama. They love it because I FOIA'd Queen. I ain't got no fucking reason to FOIA Brittany J. But if there was more than this, it would have already been presented. Granny has been sitting on this shit for months. Truth has been sitting on the same report for months. Clue has been sitting on the same report for months. Y'all are out of your whacked out fucking minds if you don't think that if there was more than this one report, they wouldn't already been out here. Stop it.
Open. You chose to stay. That's not making you a victim.
Yeah. To say she's out here promoting her domestic violence, that's the way he makes it seem, like she wants y'all sympathy. She don't fucking talk about it. Yo bitch is the one that brought it to YouTube. She didn't ask for y'all to feel sorry for her. She didn't, not about this situation specifically. She didn't ask for y'all to sympathize with her over this situation.
If you truly were in a bad mind state, if you truly were being just pushed to the edge, you turn your computer off. You'd stop responding and going live 3, 4, 5 times a day. You'd stop talking about the bullshit. The truth is, you fucking like it.
The only time she has spoke about the DV report being put out was what I played for you right before I started playing Truth. She barely said anything about it. So shut the fuck up, sit the fuck down, and mind your motherfucking business.
You fucking like it. But you're too much of a coward to admit it. So you send your little minions out who truly believe in you, and that's what's so sad. You know you're a false. You know.
And let me make this clear. I ain't no goddamn minion. I'm just a bitch on the sideline who was reviewing both these heifers and seen one heifer receiving more shit than the other. Clue has went harder. She has got her lick at 10 times. So I ain't a fucking minion. I'm somebody that sits back, views things for what they are, and give my opinion on it. And am I standing up for Brittany J about this DV report? I abso-fucking-lutely am. You can clock it. Clock it here, clip it, take it right now. I'm absolutely standing behind Brittany J about this DV report. She does have my support. If on nothing else, she's got my support on this and how wrong it was.
Know you're a phony. They don't. They believe in you. They think you're a good person. You know you're not, but they think you are. And they're out here going to war for you.
Nah, I am going to war. I'm going to war for a purpose, not even specifically for Brittany J. The bullying is enough. People kill themselves for shit like this. And I'm not saying Brittany J's one of them people that's going to or anything like that. No, I'm bringing awareness to the fact that people take themselves out of this world every fucking day for the bullying type shit that y'all have been doing. Did she deserve some of it? Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. If you're going to talk shit, you got to expect a clapback. You got to expect a response. You got to expect your energy to be met. This ain't meeting energy. This is exceeding it. And y'all are fucking loving it. And nonsense. Do you know who that guy is gaining ground that you shared? I'm going to need you to educate yourself too, bitch.
You go sleep at home or you go hide away. Some of us are tired of your shit.
And see, these are the motherfuckers that teach their kids not, just turn the blind, pull out your fucking camera and start recording if, somebody's being bullied or a fight goes down and it's 3-on-1. They ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't gonna stop it. They just gonna pull their phones out and fucking record. Mine welcomes the underdogs. I have raised mine to do that. Mine talks to the kids that the others treat like shit. Mine has those same kids come for sleepovers.
Once again, don't be mad at men because your man decided to beat you. We didn't do it to you. That's why you have an issue with men. Or is it? I don't know. But I'm not going to sit here and walk on eggshells.
And what issue with men does she have? I don't understand why he said that. And I'm going to fucking mention kids because that's where it fucking starts. That's where the bully behavior starts. I had a transgender kid on my bus a couple of years ago now. Now, he wasn't always transgender. He was awkward. And the kids on my bus would try to fuck with him. And it got to the point I was like, enough is enough. One day I whipped that bus onto the side of the road. I threw that parking brake on and I got my fat ass up and I got every one of them bullies to move to the front. I got their names. I got their parents' names, which I already have in my contact information, but I don't always have that folder with me. So I got it right then on the spot. Call your mama. Call your daddy. Let's talk. I sat on the side of the fucking road for an hour to tell these kids' parents what bullies they were being to another child on my bus. It starts at home. If you don't raise your children to be better and do better and accept people for who they are, that's when bullying takes place. The kids that are bullies in school, most of the time, turn out to be big bullies in real life. Be proud of yourselves.
Because something happened to you 8 years ago that you decided to stay in. Oh, also, remember the text message where you had to go to the hotel because your man was being so mean? Remember that? Oh, that wasn't a part of it, huh? That was just recently. Remember when those text messages got released? But I guess we're supposed to believe that he doesn't hurt you or your children, right? But you had to leave and get hotel.
And then, let me go ahead and make a quick little note. When that kid decided he wanted to, I don't know all the right words. What's that called? Transition. When that same student, 2 years later after that bullying incident, decided to transition, do you know not a motherfucking one of those kids said a motherfucking thing to him on my bus? Not a fucking one. Why? Because they knew, okay, you might could get away with that bully shit in school, but you're not going to get away with it on my bus. That's not going to fucking happen. I'm not going to sit there and listen and watch these kids fuck with another child. It's not going to happen. If we had more people like that in this world, we would lose less to bullying.
Money from your moderator so that you can get out of there, which I'm proud of you for getting out of there. But don't sit here and gaslight everybody and act like he's the greatest man in the world. Because I promise you, he wouldn't step to a fucking female on these streets, let alone one of us real men.
Well, that was the point, Deets. If you gonna sit here and say that she's still living with this abuse every day, which we just heard him say a minute ago, why the fuck would you be sitting here shaming her for still not leaving? You would think a DV advocate would know, right? Somebody that's ran a DV organization, that they would know that leaving is the hardest thing and the most dangerous thing for a victim to do. But you don't know that? Interesting. I pray for those that were in your organization, because you probably fed them bullshit like this.
And all your little followers can go, Truth, you're a little man. Truth, you're this. I'll stand for women and children every fucking day.
Y'all hear it? He's standing for women and children.
Your man is a coward. He is a bitch. He doesn't deserve to have the word.
So are you, boo.
Or man anywhere near his name.
Period.
My opinion, of course. I bet he wouldn't kick any of us with a steel toe boot. Now, you move on with your petty little life, and I'm going to move on with mine. But I promise you, you keep fucking with me.
How the fuck, Southern Feisty, I'm going to give you the attention you're looking for. How the fuck is me calling out what he's doing, bullying him? The fuck out of here. There are instances that I will bully the bully. Abso-fucking-lutely, and I stand on it. Because sometimes these weak-minded motherfuckers need to have given to them what they are so willing to give to others without any responsibility, accountability, consciousness.
Keep fucking with me.
Self-awareness, self-reflection.
Keep fucking with me. I don't have time for this shit. I don't have time for your games. I don't have time for your baiting. I don't have time for your...
Now, he says, keep fucking with me. I ain't got time for this shit. I ain't got time for your game. I ain't got time for your baiting. Now, let's keep in mind, y'all heard what Brittany J said just a minute ago. She didn't call him out his name. She didn't talk no shit to him. She said she felt disrespected by the way he behaved on my panel and the things he said. And that deserved this.
Need for a new person to have a war with because all the other ones are whooping your ass up one side and down the other of these YouTube streets right now? You don't want this with me, and I truly don't want it with you. So it would be a very good suggestion to leave me the fuck alone.
Again. Fucking again. Y'all, listen. Y'all are so fucking ignorant. Electric. What is that? Decadence? Electric decadence? Here. Let me drop the live streams through my chat where I covered both of them, and I absolutely stood up for Clue and said that what Brittany J allowed Kim and them to say on her panel was fucking wrong, and that I would be irate too. So stop it. Let me share the stream that we did the other night. That's the most, you know what? That one will suffice. Let me share this stream that we did the other night because it shows where we got Center to take down the live stream or the video that he posted about Clue's ex. It's all been called out. I've called Brittany J out for shit she has said to Clue and about Clue, and I've consistently stayed calling Clue out. I don't want a response for Clue. I want to bring awareness to the people we're fucking with over here.
Because you know what's really illegal? Putting my picture up next to a pedophile and saying it was me, implying it was me, passing it around to people. You should check your law in North Carolina. I'm not playing.
Yeah, that happened. I actually did a stream on that too. I'd have to go back and find it, but I absolutely did a stream calling Brittany J out for doing that. I absolutely did. It was months ago. And then she apologized to you and you accepted. So why are you still bringing it up?
And leave me the fuck alone. I'm not your boyfriend.
Leave him the fuck alone. But Brittany J didn't mention him before the Saturday night live stream the other night. Didn't mention him before he went live with Charm and Jenna and mocked her abuse. And didn't mention him before this one. Other than you were wrong for the things you said on my panel.
Play these games with Clue. Go play these games.
But Brittany, you need to leave him alone, bro. He's not your boyfriend. Leave him alone, Brittany.
With everybody else, leave me the fuck alone. The fact that you think it is okay for a man to put his hands on you tells me everything
Y'all, these motherfuckers are crazy as fuck. These motherfuckers. I don't mind y'all coming in here with your own opinions, but you will not try to ask me questions like this. Are you going to help BJ with what is causing her to have her kids waking her up numerous times? I'm genuinely concerned. No, I'm not. I will say, as I've said 100 times, get your fucking schedule worked out, Brittany J. I've said that to her numerous times. But outside of that, it's not my fucking business. Y'all don't care about them kids. Why the fuck do y'all care if they have to wake her up at any point in time? Y'all don't care about her. You don't care about her kids. You use it as a disguise to talk shit. You guys weaponize that. It ain't our motherfucking business. You know whose business it is? Her families, her close friends in real life. That's whose business it is. Does it happen? Yes, it does. It absolutely happens. Brittany J falls asleep on her stream all the fucking time. I wish she would fix her schedule so that wouldn't happen anymore, because all it does is give y'all nasty motherfuckers ammo. Does that give people a right to go over it? I guess in some sense, yes, because it's happening publicly on a public platform. But to use it and weaponize it the way that y'all do and exploit those children the way that y'all do is unfucking necessary.
I need to know about you. You don't like me because I'm everything your man will never be. You're mad at Cletus because he's the man your man will never be.
Right, Andy.
You're mad at Clue because she's a woman that you could never fucking be.
Thank God for that, because she's worse than Brittany J has ever been, in my opinion.
You're mad at Queen. You're mad at Granny. You're mad at Nonsense. All these people. Why? Because they call your bullshit out. Now go ahead.
Yeah,
strike up another one.
They like to say, Remy, that this is enabling her. Standing up against her being bullied and dogpiled the way she has been as of recent. I'm not talking about during the clapbacks. I'm talking about now, recently, over the last 3 months. That means I'm enabling her. No, it ain't my fucking business why she falls asleep. She ain't my bestie. I'm not going to be like, Brittany J, what the fuck are you doing? What's going on? Let's have a real conversation. That ain't my business to do. And that's the problem here. Some of y'all need to learn your motherfucking places.
About me. Put my name in your mouth on some bullshit. Go ahead. I'm going to burn these YouTube streets up. Some people out here are toys. I wasn't made by Fisher Price. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm not one of the ones out here trying to make your life the way you're making your life. I laugh at your fucking stupidity. I tell people to leave you alone. Do you know how many times in a live I tell people to leave you the fuck alone? You know, you watch my shit. Let's don't act stupid. Your man watches my shit. Let's don't act stupid about that either. It's kind of funny.
I don't think Brittany J or Craig watch Truth. I don't know. I don't care. But he does. He does tell people to leave him alone while he sits there and drags them.
You know, maybe he'll learn something. Keep watching. There's a lot to be said about having a little bit of humility. You know, when I got on these streets, I was out here.
This is humility, guys.
You're just acting a fool, doing whatever I wanted to do. Didn't think not a fucking thing about it. And then I realized that my actions cause reactions. My words.
Well, where did that go? Where did that thought process go?
Can incite people.
It's non-existent now.
Fucking thing about it. And then I realized that my actions cause reactions. My words can incite people because I'm a creator on an app where people follow. So you learn that you have a power in your audience and you can do one of two things with that power. You can either create a bunch of great shit in a great community with no negativity, no pissing and moaning, or you can create a complete toxic fuck fest.
Yeah, because Brittany J's the only one responsible for this toxic fuck mess. Like, do you hear yourself? Brittany J didn't do this by herself. Again, she deserves some of the clapback that Clue gave her for the things she allowed and the things she said herself. But that ain't what this is anymore. And I'm not trying to convince y'all. I'm really not. I'm talking to the like-minded people that are in my chat. That's it. I'm bringing awareness to this is what these motherfuckers will do. This is how fucking far they will go.
I'm going to take the positivity. For me, I'm going to take the building a community around love and appreciation. You do whatever the fuck you want. But stay the fuck away from my people. Get the fuck out of this.
Y'all listen to this.
Fest. For me, I'm going to take the positivity. For me, I'm going to take the building a community around love and appreciation. You do whatever the fuck you want. But stay the
Is that what you do? You build off positivity and love and inspiration.
Positivity. For me, I'm going to take the building a community around love and appreciation. You do whatever the fuck you want. But stay the fuck away from my people. Get the fuck out of this side of YouTube. Go fucking find somewhere else to fucking do your nonsense. This isn't the first go around, and we all know it. You know we know it. Leave. Go fucking find somewhere else to fucking do your nonsense. This isn't the first go around, and we all know it. You know we know it. Leave. Fucking find somewhere else to fucking do.
Sorry, but I would rather call Brittany J out for her misinformation or, you know, salacious speculation than have to be calling y'all dense motherfuckers out for bullying somebody. We are grown. We should know better and know our, our limits of what we're willing to go to. We are grown-ass adults. We should be able to check ourselves and say, okay, are we going a little too far? Are we doing a little more than what's deserved? And you have the fucking nerve to tell her to get out of this community? How about you see your way out of this community? We've been here. This is our community, and we're fucking staying here.
Nonsense. This isn't the first go around, and we all know it. You know we know it. Leave. But you're not going to. So no, nobody's trying to push you over the edge like you keep insinuating.
It's so wild to me. Oh, what's so fucking crazy to me is that I've gone from calling Brittany J out for certain things pertaining to true crime to now I'm standing up for this dog pile that's against her. It's fucking wild that enemies can coexist in this sector. And even though there's been YouTube wars and YouTube battles and all of the above, we have still coexisted in this same sector. And now it's a fucking problem. Because now y'all got me feeling the need to call out the bullying y'all are doing to someone that I once considered a tragedy pimp. I've stood up for Dolly at times. I've stood up for Bullhorn Betty at times because y'all don't know your fucking limits. Y'all are immature as fuck. Y'all don't know when to stop. You don't know where the boundaries are for this community. And that's saying a lot, because we had Dolly, JLR, and Bullhorn Betty all come out in Doc's Heels in the Air. Again, may she rest in peace. And Queen Bee. We duked it the fuck out in this sector over that. And yet, we all still remained in the sector. But you have the nerve to come over here and tell anybody that was here before you that they need to leave. I don't care if they're a tragedy pimp or not. The nerve to come over here and tell somebody that's been around and been in this sector to leave. While you and your boo stumbled y'all's weird asses over here. We didn't know who the fuck y'all were. I will forever regret the day that I took the person Deet showed me behind the scenes and I brought them to our sector. I will forever regret that day. And it does fall on me. Maybe that's part of the reason I feel like I need to stand up against this bullying. Because Clue wasn't known around here until I made her fucking known. Let's keep it real. Me covering Clue and laughing at her and having fun with it is what brought her to the attention of Queen Bee and Savage. Because they hated me at that time. So that was just another person that they could pull in and hate bond with. Especially, that's less on Savage and more on Queen. But had I not had those streams promoting the fuck out of Clue and dropping her link and showing everybody what a cool bitch I thought she was, we might not be in this predicament. We might not be in the situation for her ex's crimes to be put out here. We might not have been in this situation to watch Sebastian Rogers be exploited. I fucked up. We might not have been here because it's a chain reaction, right? So it starts out with, oh, this woman, she's really cool. This is the timeline. Oh, I like her. She's a lot like me. A little more vulgar, but she's still a lot like me. She's cool. I like that she speaks her mind. Y'all go sub up to Cluminati. To her continuing the Sebastian Rogers case and Smoke and T-Rev come into the picture with her. Then she calls Smoke a faggot twice and said, if you don't like it, get the fuck over it. Well, it's our choice if we get the fuck over it or not. I chose not to get the fuck over it. And that was the moment I started calling Cluminati out. Because in that moment, she showed who the fuck she was and how reckless she was. Since then, she then allowed JB Gunner on her panel. He dropped the N-word and then she dropped him. Well, he made videos about it, calling her out. So that brought our attention to her being a racist. And then we found racist comments and we called those out too. Maybe she would have been in a sector all on her own, exploiting Sebastian Rogers and re-victimizing his parents. Maybe we wouldn't have to even see it or witness it. if I wouldn't have brought her over here and promoted her. I gave you your start over here, bitch. Don't ever fucking forget it.
But you know what? There is somebody that your moderators almost did that to, and you almost did that too. Maybe they're almost ready to talk. Hey, Craig, you thinking about some of those DMs and messages you sent? You thinking about them? You worried if they're going to get out? Good thing I don't play that game. Good thing I don't go release text messages.
No, you're just a pussy that does veiled threats again, just like the way you made it seem like you had more reports showing that Brittany J is still being currently abused. The fuck out of here. The veiled threats, it's all bullshit. I'm calling you bluff. Why? Because I know you ain't got shit.
Good thing, bud. But I can't promise you that other people won't. I don't play those games. I'm not here for that shit. I started on this app because I wanted to find a child from Hendersonville, Tennessee.
Yeah, and you lost your way pretty quickly. It has never, ever been this bad. No, catch me if you can, it hasn't. Yeah, after Lacey, I didn't even realize that Clue was a tragedy pimp herself until after she exposed herself for who she was, calling Smoke a faggot. And I'm saying the word because it needs to hit home. It needs to touch you. But I didn't even think to go back and review her shit when that happened. Or until that happened. When that happened, and then it was like, okay, so you just lost your ever-loving mind. You called this dude a fag. And it all stems from y'all's coverage on Sebastian Rogers, right? So then it made me think, well, okay, so did she do true crime all along? So then I did the research. She absolutely did true crime. She was a tragedy pimp in the Idaho 4 case. Thank you. Oh my God. This is a confession from Indy. Thank you. This is funny and the truth. She looked so much like you. I emailed Savage and told her I thought it was you in disguise. It's like, bro, Deets came in the DM. She was like, look, I stumbled across this channel. I kind of like her. She's a little rough around the edges, but she reminds me of you, Jonesn. And I was like, oh, really? Let me go look. And I loved the first stream I ever seen her do was called Oh Helen. And it was a call-in show or something. And I was like, oh, I like her. Let's promote her. Y'all go check out Cluminati. I know, right, Captain Avi? Thank you so much for that was when you were on gummies. Thank you so much for that, Indy.
To my fans, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you for being a fan, girl.
Not appropriate to mention his name right now. I didn't get on this fucking app so that I could make money, so I could get clicks or fucking views. That's your world. That's not mine.
Yeah, and
A little bit of a...
You know what? Had all this other toxic shit with calling Smoke what she called him and the racist comments that were found of her and JB Gunner. If it wasn't for all of that and the way she's showing that she is a bully, I would still like Clue. I like how she's outspoken. I like her outgoing personality, her spunk, her creativeness. But she's a piece of shit human, in my opinion. And when you do those things, especially coming into our community, right? You're calling Smoke this word. This community has never, ever fucking tolerated that. Then we find out you made racist comments in a racist man's chat. This community would have never allowed that. This community has folded over for Cluminati. We ain't who we used to be.
Word up to you. I've been there, done that. I've made more money on social media than you could ever think about. Research it. This isn't my first rodeo on social media. But you already know that, right?
And you know what, Soup? I don't even care if they come here for the money. That's what the platform is for. That's why you're allowed to monetize. The super chats, the memberships. Like, I don't even knock Brittany for asking for the memberships because that's what it's here for. She's utilizing the tools that YouTube gives us. I ain't got a problem with folks coming here and getting views and making money. I got a problem with folks. It initially started with folks doing that off the back of victims. That's where it started. It started out with the tragedy pimp movement, calling out all the tragedy pimps. And now look at where we're at. The same people on our side became tragedy pimps in the Sebastian Rogers case, and there's no going back from that now. Y'all are what you are. And if you didn't exploit Sebastian Rogers' case, like I don't think Nonsense exploited Sebastian Rogers' case, but now she's exploiting an enemy of her own who is a victim. Now she's exploiting her enemy's children. So yeah, boo. And you're making money off of it? You're a tragedy pimp.
You already know that. Funny enough, a lot of the subscribers do too.
No, Natasha was not a part of this community. And Lycan wasn't either. Granny came from that drama community with them, and she came over into this sector. Granny was over here with Danilo Cavalcante. Her channel, grew a good bit from that. And to me, she covered that well. But then Sebastian Rogers happened.
Why don't you just go back to the true crime you think you know how to do? Leave people's children alone. Leave people's spouses alone. Leave people alone.
Again, Brittany never went after Clue's daughter, but she absolutely talked about Clue and her ex. Was Clue's daughter a victim of her ex? She was. Clue was a victim of her ex, but so were 200 other thousand children.
People are getting real fucking tired of it. Tommy says this ain't his bread and butter. He also don't do it for him. He does it for us.
No,
many facts.
No, and that's what I was saying earlier, Val, is that whether it's tragedy pimps or the ones that called out tragedy pimps, right? Like we all coexisted and had our own little wars in this one sector, this one community of trauma. You had one side, right? Which Brittany J used to call us the hall monitors. She probably still does. I don't care. It's kind of true. You got the one side, Sav, Queen, me, Kathy, Voices, a few others. I'm probably not thinking Deets, Nunya, Chasen, that called out the bad behavior of Brittany J, Dolly, Bullhorn Betty, T-Rev. Oh, TPE, Chronicles of the Shady, Unsupervised Maniacs. They used to call the tragedy pimps out too. They still do. Or I know Shady does. TPE does. So you had the ones that called them out, and then you got the ones that got called out. And we still coexisted. It was toxic as fuck at times. But there were also calm moments. There were also down times.
That statement. I'm no better than you are, Brittany. I'm no better than you are. I'm a lot better than your man is, though. I wouldn't even kick a dude while he was on the ground with steel-toe boots. I damn sure wouldn't kick the woman I love or the woman who...
Bro, I don't know how true that is because we seen how you reacted when you asked that guy. That guy told you he was married at the No Kings, whatever that was. No Kings March or protest, whatever. I don't know. I didn't really watch all of it. But you was in a conversation with a man that had told you he was married to a Hispanic lady and had been for so many years, right? And then later you ask him, well, where'd your wedding ring go? And he said, oh, I I just don't have it, or he lost it or something. And he was like, why, you want to take me out for dinner? And you lost your ever loving fucking mind. You almost tried to stomp that guy out right then. And that shows me a lot. Because a man like my husband, if he was in a conversation like that, I'll tell you exactly how it would have went. He would have said, why, you trying to take me out for dinner? And Tony would have said, you paying? Yeah, let's go. You gonna pay? Because he ain't a hateful fucking bigot.
Had my fucking children. Why are you so mad, Truth? Why are you so mad? Because it angers me that today we have women who take up for sorry pieces of shit who beat women and try to play the victim in the meantime. You cannot scream, I've got PTSD from the situation, and then live every day with the motherfucker that did it.
Why can't you? I'm sure she does not. If they went to therapy and they did what they needed to do to make it work for themselves, I guarantee she does not think day in and day out about what happened. Because in therapy and in the decision of working through it, in the accountability, you have a decision to make. If you're going to hold this over their head and you're not going to be able to get over it, then you can't do it. She chose in that moment through therapy to not constantly relive it. So when it's brought out here on the YouTube streets and read word for word, all the traumatic fucking triggering details, she absolutely does have PTSD because she just fucking relived it by listening to y'all do that. You fucking uneducated cunt.
Not by choice.
Hey,
or
MJ.
is it the other side? Did he not do it and you just lied about it? Because earlier in the clip I saw you said it happened and it was your worst day and blah, blah, blah. So he is a bitch.
Thank you, Mama. So are you.
I
agree. He is a bitch. So are you.
Back and forth with you. I just want you to understand that if everybody is looking at you and telling you, it's fucking you.
It is time for a porch talk. Okay, so with that, what he just said, let's listen to that again.
I don't want to have this fucking confrontation back and forth with you. I just want you to understand that if everybody is looking at you and telling you, it's fucking you.
So does that go for us too, Truth? Like if all of us over here in the same sector we've been residing in, which is trauma, right? We just haven't allowed ourselves to go tragedy pimp status or exploitation of children status. Like if all of us are over here and we think that Clue is the problem, what does that mean? Does that mean she's the problem? Because again, I'd rather deal with Brittany J calling her ass out on a daily basis than deal with this bitch. The toxicity, the nastiness, the vulgarness that she brings to this trauma community is fucking, I can't believe it.
You might say, Truth, why are you talking to her like this? Because after a whole lot of thinking, I realized maybe that's just the way she happens to listen. Maybe the only way she listens is for a man to get a little deep voiced and loud.
Yeah, maybe the only way, basically, let me, what's that called? When you translate. Let me translate that for y'all. The only way Brittany J will listen is if she's verbally or physically abused. So maybe I should come on here and verbally abuse her.
Because these ladies have been trying to give you chance and chance and chance and chance. Clue gave you 15 fucking chances.
Who gives a fuck? Clue gave chances? Who the fuck is she? She ain't God. She gave chance and chance and chance and chance when Brittany J was talking about the way she looked or body shaming her. Yeah, she ignored it for a while.
To leave her alone, stop talking about her, stop talking about her family, and you kept on, you kept on, you kept on, you kept on. In the background, if you don't believe me, ask Clue. I'm telling her, Clue, leave it alone. Clue, ignore her. Clue, it's not worth it. Clue, don't even bother it. Clue, it ain't worth it. Clue, don't do it. But I'm a horrible piece of shit, right?
Yeah. And they love to say that. Clue gave you chance and chance. I heard somebody say something the other day. She warned you. Fuck her warnings. Heed this, bitch. Brittany J might not be willing to go back and forth with you and call you out on your shit for the way the person and the human being you are. You've met your match, ho.
Wow. Wow. And we all know that Clue hasn't even let on you yet. We all know that she hasn't.
Did we lose access to Clue? God damn, I hope so.
Been empty the chambers yet.
Go away. And if you don't go away, just know with this behavior, I will continue to give my opinion and talk my shit and stand up against the bullying. It's just going to be what it is. I'm not asking Clue to care about me standing up against her bullying. It ain't for her. It's for y'all. It's for everybody who is like-minded.
I hope you have a good case of get right real fucking.
So stop fucking going on your shit and complaining. Oh, the moral authority, the HOA this, the HOA that. Bruh, get the fuck out of here. Don't worry about what I'm saying, bitch.
Because some of us are tired of playing this shit. We want to come on here. We want to talk to our community. We want to have a good fucking time. We want to be positive. We want to check on the people who are in our community and make sure they're doing good.
Oh, she sure was. She was butterhead long before Brittany started talking her shit.
We want to give them words of wisdom, affirmation. We want to research cases. We want to have positive time with our audience. Our audiences are tired of
yeah,
this.
they're codependent as fuck on each other, won't leave the fucking house, won't even bathe by themselves. It's weird as fuck.
Shit. But yours isn't. Or is it? Maybe tonight you'll sit back and think, enough is a fucking enough. Throw a white.
I think she's been thinking that. The shit that happened on her panel with Kim and Crafton was months ago. When she said Clue protected somebody that hurt a child, that was months ago. The most recent thing that happened was Craig's stupid ass in the background calling Clue and Cletus chomos. And guess what, Truth? I said that was fucked up and wrong, and that Craig needs to shut the fuck up in the background. But that's the most recent thing that happened. Since then, she ain't been doing the tit for tat. So who needs to move on? I don't know what more they want other than to get their lick back. Okay, if you got your lick back, what else is there? Just to keep going, that's when it turns to bullying. And that's the behavior I'm going to continue to call out. Sorry, not sorry. If you're fucking exploiting a missing child's case, guess what? I'm going to call it out. If you're being a bully, guess what? I'm going to call it out, especially if I'm the fucking reason you even exist in this trauma community. Because I guarantee you she wouldn't have found her way over here. Because if she would have, we would have been finding her ass when she was tragedy pimping Idaho.
Fucking flag or something. Or just take a couple days off. It's the end of the month. You'll be all right. You're going to take this. Your little minions are going to take this. Y'all are going to twist it, turn it, all of that shit. Have fun with it. Some of us have real fucking lives, yo. Some of us have real damn careers. Some of us work 12 hours a day, 14 hours a day.
You think that's the end goal, Andy? I think you might be right. I think you might be right. Or they want her to have a mental breakdown or something. I don't know, but goddamn, enough is enough. Again, I can't say it enough. You got your lick back. What else is there?
15 hours a day, still run a fucking YouTube channel, run a secondary YouTube channel, and take care of their audience. Some of us do that almost every fucking day.
What do you got to do
talk about
to
you don't
take
get
care?
sleep
Hold
and you
on.
fall asleep on the.
What the fuck do you got to do to take care of your audience? I love my subs. I appreciate them. I'm grateful for them because I like to come on here and talk my shit and give my opinions. And I like-minded people around me, but I also don't want an echo chamber. That's why I try to allow people with different opinions to be in here. But I'm so sick and fucking tired of the, well, why didn't you call this out when I did? Well, why didn't you say something about this when I did? Just because y'all are lazy as fucking don't want to do your research before you come in and talking my shit, that ain't my problem. You can get the fuck gone. I'm tired of that shit. I'm over it. And you sat on my fucking panel today and did the exact same thing.
Panel? I sleep 3 maybe hours a night if I'm good. Because some of us are workaholics. Because some of us care about our fucking families. Because some of us want to retire. Because some of us enjoy our beach houses. We enjoy our boats. We enjoy our homes. We enjoy our cars with an S. But we also enjoy giving back to our community, doing community service. We enjoy going out and teaching the youth in our community about why not going down. I knocked it over again. This coffee is not meant to be drank. Some of us go back into the community that almost broke us. Some of us create every waking moment outside of our job to help others get out of really shitty situations. And some of us, we barely do well to get by and keep our head above the ground.
And I agree with that. There are people that went through things and give back to the community in the way, you know, a foundation or something like that they can contribute to of something they once went through or they suffered with, like kids up for adoption. If I was adopted, I would probably feel more inclined to work with adopted children. I do agree with that. And I'm sorry for people who have trauma. But this ain't it, bro.
But we do it with dignity and respect.
And I hope, again, he says he ran a DV organization for 4 years. I fucking hope not. I hope you're fucking lying through your teeth, bro. If Brittany left, their next target would be Seth. He's already back in the mode, or he's already back in the algorithm of their bullying. Brittany J hasn't been responding the way they want her to. So they're already back on Seth sometimes. Granny just this morning was dragging Seth. Tragedy pimp.
You something, Beach? How many 3 a.m. friends do you have? How many 3 a.m. friends do you have? How many people can you call at 3 a.m. and they be to your house in 20 minutes? Not 20 hours, not when it's convenient. How many 3 a.m. friends do you have? Because we know you're not the 3 a.m. friend. What is your value outside of this YouTube? What value do you bring outside of YouTube? Because all I ever hear is how sad you are, how mad.
I'm sure she brings value to her children. I mean, they hang on her like it's unbelievable. I mean, that's their mama. They are right there with her all the time. And people, you know, they make fun of it or they clown it because Brittany goes live and you can hear them in the background and stuff. Yeah, you can, but does it mean you should? Not necessarily. But it's going to happen, right? I feel like it's bound to happen with anybody. Like if Kaden was to come in here and be talking shit in my background, I'm sure somebody would dissect it. But that's when I would make sure that shit don't happen anymore. But I'm sure she's valuable to those children. If nothing else in this world, if she's a shitty spouse, a shitty partner, a shitty YouTuber, a shitty aunt, a shitty uncle, or she can't be an uncle, never mind. A shitty sister, a shitty daughter-in-law, whatever. She could be all those things, but she is those children's whole world.
You are, how this, how that. You ever just been happy? You ever just feel blessed to be alive? You ever wonder how other people just have it hard? Furthermore, if you come into my chat, there's not going to be people calling names. They might have an opinion, but it's not nasty. It's not vile. Now, honestly, I haven't seen the chat tonight. I've been looking right at the camera because I want you to hear me. I'm sure you're just going to roll your eyes and think of every excuse as to not want to listen to what I'm saying. And frankly, I don't give a fuck. But we're tired of this shit too. All of us.
Then stop. Just simply stop. Lay the swords down. Just fucking stop. It should have stopped 4, 5, 6 months ago. Just stop. It should have stopped before Brittany allowed Kim and Crafton on her panel. It should have stopped before Brittany said what she said. It should have stopped before Clue and Cletus insinuated Craig was a pedo. It should have stopped before they insinuated that a second time. It should have stopped when it started. So now that it's gotten as toxic as it has, which is the reason I call it out, why not just lay your swords down? Brittany has laid her swords down. Her sword is, you can consider it flattened out on the ground. They won't, though. Your girl won't. Your girl's the one that keeps this going.
We're tired of covering it. But you know what's crazy?
Are you? Are you tired of covering it? Because if you were, you wouldn't cover it. To even say that as if you're not a grown ass fucking man that makes your own choices is fucking wild to me. I choose to cover this bullying shit. That's a choice I make. Guess what? I made a choice this morning to cover your stupid ass instead of nonsenses. That's the choice I made. But it is the same as Jay saying, shut up, Brittany, while she's reviewing her. Well, you know you could make that happen, right, ho? It's called stop sharing the stream and move on to something else. Or Clue saying, well, I guess we got to cover this stupid fuck. Well, you don't have to. Y'all are all grown-ass adults that act like Brittany J, and what she does forces y'all to do this.
We can't not cover it when you do such obnoxious shit. We can't not talk about it when it's like watching a fucking train wreck from the intersection.
You could. You choose not to. I choose which train wreck I want to cover every day.
It's okay to take a step back. It's okay to say, fuck, I got too deep. But all of this motherfucking shit's got to goddamn stop. Can't nobody be at peace on this side of YouTube.
So the only reason it doesn't stop is Brittany J. Y'all are the most unaccountable, y'all lacking self-awareness. Y'all are like children in grown-up bodies. I said that the other day. It's like, well, she started it first. Okay. Did your mamas never teach y'all that just because you didn't make the mess that you shouldn't clean it up? Or that you should clean it up? Because I know when I used to be at my babysitter's house, I tried to pull that. I didn't get those blocks out. Shit, that wasn't me. And she'd be like, Ann, I'm telling you to clean it up. Do the right thing. Clean it up. Same thing goes for this. Do the right thing. Clean it up. Lay the swords down. Move on.
Nobody.
But just know if your plans are to move on, attacking Seth, I'll still be covering y'all.
And trust me, I don't give a fuck.
Because I started out here covering tragedy pimps. I started out here covering people that exploited children, missing children, victim children, and their parents. That's what I came here to do with the Quentin Simon case. I be goddamn if I'ma just stop.
Fuck about the money. See, that's the problem that y'all have. Clue and I have that same thing in common. We don't fucking care about the money. And that's why we speak the truth. We can speak the truth because if you take our money away, we still say the same thing. That's an amazing power.
Who? Oh my God. Oh my God. Sunflower girl. Why do you care? Why do you care? If Brittany's kid calls her a fatty, standing behind her, how does that affect your life? Why is that an issue for you? It just becomes more and more glaringly obvious that this is all people not knowing, grown-ass people not knowing to mind their own motherfucking business. I don't give a fuck where he's hearing it. I don't give a fuck if he is hearing it from his dad to his mom, because it ain't my fucking business.
It's about the clicks and views. Do you know how disrespectful it is to minimize a subject like DV? He's just getting in it for the clicks and the views. How motherfucking disrespectful can you be? And when you did your little poll the other night,
I mean, it is what it is, homie. It is what it is. Let me pull this down real quick and look at his. Actually, let me go over here. Let's share this tab. And it's going to be hard to tell because he deletes his shit. Oh, he went live. Oh, someone is big mad. You got damn right. I ain't mad. I'm frustrated, but whatevs. All right, let's see. Where is... What am I? Saturday Night Live. Okay. Look at this. It's very glaringly obvious. I mean, I called this out yesterday and he didn't want to hear it. You go from the only streams you do that get over 1,000 views are the drama streams. But let's go back. We're 3 months ago, right? So 500 views, 598 views, 542. On average, you get around 500-600 views. Unless, like right here, it's a drama stream. Then you got 1.4 on that one. And then you go back to 600-700 for the most part. 5. There's a few in here that have extra views, but you know, you kind of hover around the same amount of views. 700, 900, 700, 900, 400, 700. And then here we go to Saturday Night Live, which was just 5 days ago. 7.3 thousand views. Bully and Brittany. Sunday night service. 2.5K views. Talking your shit. 2.6 on the one where you mocked her domestic violence. And then 2.9 so far. I mean, the views speak for themselves, baby. They're going up. They're going up.
Adding SA in with your DV, ma'am, those are different situations. They can be intertwined for sure. But to bring SA survivors into it, to ask people if how many of them were victims of SA, and I'm the one.
Okay, so he's upset because Brittany took a poll. And she asked, like, if you've been a victim of SA or DV. So he's upset she threw SA in there. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck about the poll? Does it touch you? Do you feel touched by the poll because it's going to show how many people were probably triggered by Clue and your bullshit?
Who's mocking DV? I'm the one, and you're doing a fucking poll for everybody to see. And we're the weird ones?
You didn't state an opinion, Sunflower. You can go too. I don't mind. You didn't state or ask a question. Your question was stupid. I'm sorry, it was. Well, where did her kid learn to call her a fatty? Not my business. You're welcome with your opinion, but that was stupid. Sorry. No, he didn't, Sweet Sativa. He sure didn't. He went on with it. He actually got kicked out of my chat the first time for coming in here calling Seth a pedophile with me and Deets on panel. That was when he was Truth. What was it? Truth Matter. What was it? What was his original name? Truth. I can't even remember it now. Truth and something. But that's when we kicked him out because he started his journey over here in our sector calling Seth a pedo in my chat.
Bro, that's some weird shit. I would never put a
poll
poll up
Oh,
like,
that's
hey guys.
it. Truth, not feelings. Yeah. He came in under Truth Not Feelings. It was before he started a channel, and he was calling Seth a pedophile in my chat, and Deets asked him to stop, and he raged the fuck out in my chat. Like, the way you imagine a chatter can rage out, he did that.
How many of y'all have had really traumatic fucking what? And you were only doing it because you wanted to see, in my opinion, of course, how much emotion was in the room at this point. I think I understand now why you were so defensive of a certain somebody during a certain case. I think I understand.
And we're going to stop it right there. I'm not going to allow him to do that. Oh, look at this pussy. He had to have 4 motherfuckers up here to combat me. Just me. Look at you. Look at that. How long did you stay out there by yourself? Okay, so maybe you just confronted me by yourself. Ain't you supposed to be working? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, he was up here for a long time before he brought Clue and them up. Okay, I give you that. Well, I don't know a long time, but I can't tell how long the stream's been going. Hold on, let's see. It's been going for an hour. It was an hour, actually. Let's see. So he did 40 minutes on his own. Good for you, baby. He says he's got a job. He's usually working through the day, and he runs a side business of selling jerseys. Hell, I know I heard Moon saying they were rip-off jerseys. I would absolutely buy some of those jerseys. Me and my husband would love some jerseys. But considering who he's cool with, you can get my address. Hell to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, no, no. Crime and consequences, take your bitch ass out of here. I'm glad Brittany J's live. And you stupid cunt. You thought you was doing something there, didn't you, bitch? They swear up and down that the reason I cover Clue, or any of us cover Clue, it's because we want her attention. In every single one of them live streams I shared earlier, I point out the fact that I'm actually glad Clue doesn't respond to my shit, because it's just my opinion. It shows she isn't gonna harp on somebody else's opinion, right? Their opinion is their opinion. It's what they think. I ain't gotta fucking address it. I fucking respected that shit. I say it on every single one of those live streams I've done about Clue. I don't want her attention. I don't give a fuck if she gives a fuck about what I say. I don't. It just is what it is. You're not important to me in that sense. What you're doing is important to me. And that started when you called Smoke a faggot. That's when I flipped. That's when I started calling you out for your bad behavior. Y'all can try to make it seem like, oh, Jonesn just wants to stand up for Brittany J. Jonesn wants to stand up for her bestie. She's a simp. No, bitch. I've been doing this. I've been calling you out for your vulgar shit from the moment you did it. Let's see how long ago that was. Here, let me share my screen. Let's see how long ago that was. Let me go here. Let me go to my channel. Let's check this. So when I started calling Clue out, it was, let's see. Hold on, I'm looking. Yep, nope. I feel like we gotta go back a little further, maybe. Huh. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. What is this? This was when I publicly, if I'm not mistaken, this is when I publicly started calling Clue out. July 3rd, 2024. One year ago. Let's see what's on this stream. I think this is it. Let's see. Yep, this is it. Let me show y'all where she first came up on my panel trying to run her fucking mouth. Okay, it ain't that part because that's where chasing comes up. And then Grandma Sherry comes up. Well, this is for facts, baby. That's what this is for. Dago comes up.
If you're offended,
Then why are
Here we go. July 3rd, 2024. This is the first live stream I ever did calling Clue out for anything. And it was about her calling Smoke the F word. I think I've said it enough for it to hit home.
When I tell you I didn't hear it, I didn't hear it. Okay.
and I believe that because right now I've got some medical stuff going on right now and I cannot multitask very well right now. That's why I know I can trust the other people on my panel to say, hey, Deets, take that, whoa, kick this person and take that shit down.
Very
So
good.
that's why, surrounding yourself with those people that are gonna, not just hold you in check, but they'll also hold your panel and they'll protect the integrity of your channel. And so that's
But
all
if
we
I
were
would have
getting
heard
at,
it, here's the thing. If I would have heard it, I'm still going to apologize for it tonight when I go live again. If I would have heard it, I would have said, whoa. Okay, that's just not cool with me. And like I said,
Right.
It doesn't matter to me what people think. I don't condone. There's people that don't like me. They're going to say whatever they're going to say about me.
Now, right now, who you're hearing, which a lot of you might not be aware of, is Dago. Dago is another like-minded individual that hung out with Clue. He jumped on my panel because we were questioning why they was allowing this fuck shit to happen, to come out of Clue's mouth.
He's lying. He's this, he's that. I don't care. I know who I am. I know I'm telling the truth.
what's up? What's the problem? What's the problem?
Either
Now
way.
that's her stupid ass clicking the link and getting up there. What's up? What's the problem? What's the problem? And then I confronted her the next day when she tried to go on Queen Bee's panel. Queen let me up and I confronted her ass for being up on Queen Bee's panel line saying that Deets treated her like shit.
Problem.
It's wrong. Either way.
What's the problem?
Who?
Which also is when we found out that Cletus is more of a bitch than she is. He ain't had his man card and God only knows how long. Because on Queen's panel is where we found out that Cletus is the one that told Clue, oh, these two bitches are over here talking shit, gave her zero context when we wasn't talking shit. We was talking about how fucked up what she told Smoke was, but we wasn't talking shit. And she comes over here acting like this.
Like I said, It doesn't matter to me what people think. I don't condone. There's people that don't like me. They're going to say whatever they're going to say about me. Oh, he's lying. He's this, he's that. I don't care. I know who I am. I know I'm telling the truth.
What's up? What's the problem? What's the problem?
Either way.
What's the problem?
It's wrong. Either way.
What's the problem?
Who?
What's the problem? Why are
what
we
do you
talking
mean
about
what's
me?
the problem?
What
Why are
you just
No,
got
I'm talking
comments
about
screaming,
me.
what's the problem over and over? Like we're supposed to know.
It's about
Did
me.
y'all hear Deets just talk shit to her like that? How dare she?
What do
Because
you
of what
think
was
the
said on
issue
my
is?
stream.
I mean,
Well,
I'm seeing the chat. Clue shut it down immediately, guys. Da 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 da.
Okay, so this is okay. So actually, it was about her saying the F word. Here, let me show y'all. because we're going to be as factual as fucking possible. We're at 3:52. Back here was us covering. Now, let me know if you hear us talking shit now. Don't let us get away with it if we was talking shit. Like, bruh, you could have come over to our channel and apologized or something. Like, you waited to do it here, but he didn't wait to do it here. He didn't come on this panel intending to apologize to Clue. But so this was after Clue called him the F word, and he went up on Granny's. The guy that was called that Smoke. He went up on Granny's panel, and then she went up there and called him the F word again publicly. That's not what his goal was here.
No, so I don't believe shit you say. Hey, that's your belief, man. That's your opinion. You have your right to your own opinion, man. There's also something I also did want to add to some of the stuff that I also did notice going on with this fashion case as well, Granny.
So he changes the topic because that's what he's here for. He's here to talk about the inconsistencies in Sebastian's case and the bullshit going on, and to exploit and to exploit T-Rev. Those are his two main goals here today.
Which I guess if them doxing Clue was because of the BS going on in Sebastian's
it does
case,
tie
so
into
that kind of ties in
yeah.
a little bit, but I still stand on and agree with that's not why he came up there. So it's not why he was like, that's not what he led with. He led with all the other stuff, you know?
Yeah,
because that's
exactly.
what he was talking. My food's here, so I'm gonna hop down and eat.
Okay, Ben. Thanks for coming up. Bye.
Anytime.
So there was also a point in time too that more stuff had came out.
No, he's not Ava.
T-Rev and Seth. There was something like talk behind the scenes.
I'm gonna fast forward to where Clue
cotton.
joins Granny's
I don't have any cotton
panel.
balls. I don't have any cotton balls. Should I put it on a piece of toilet paper for about 30 seconds?
I need my mirror.
People up on panels. Heck, I just watched a clip of Clue with tons of people up on her panel and gave somebody a seat.
Yeah, Jasmine, I know that her and Dago had worked everything out. Like, that's between them. Yeah.
It didn't need to be done up here on this live.
Pearl Girl, Smoke is not a good person, in my opinion.
It doesn't mean he can't become a good person, but he ain't acting
He's got
like one
to
now.
change those actions and stop being led in the wrong direction.
I'm sorry for what I did to you. I understand. I understand your man.
You don't understand. Let me see. You don't understand, bro. You don't have to tell me you're sorry. Bitch, I already know this. I'm not Dago. I'm not Troof. I'm damn sure not Granny. Who is like literally gonna put you up on my panel like you're worth
right there.
Yeah,
Come
right.
on.
Was she?
If you're gonna go on, she still was. And she'll go on later and say, "Oh no, I was eating blah 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 bullshit." You took a dig and you know it.
Let me hear it because I wasn't sure, but I thought maybe it was. I don't know.
No, he's not. Because he's a pussy, bro. That's a pussy.
Clue, I am sorry for what I did to you. Clue, I am sorry for what I did to you. I understand. I understand your man.
Let me see. You don't understand, bro. You don't have to tell me you're sorry. Bitch, I already know this. I'm not Dago. I'm not Troof. I'm damn sure not Granny. Who is like literally gonna put you up on my panel like you're worth the seat.
Okay, so that was her taking a dig at Granny, letting him up on her panel. But had Granny not let him up on her panel, we wouldn't have heard this little bit of pipe and tea that we have found out. So, thank you, Granny. I appreciate your services.
And it's okay for everyone to invite people up on panels. Heck, I just watched a clip of Clue with tons of people up on her panel and gave somebody a seat who didn't deserve it. You don't know what people are going to say and do on your panel. You know what that's like, and yet you're up here saying, "Miss me with it."
I mean, listen, that's
true.
Oh
see through all this bullshit. I have no empathy anymore. I have none because this is all just complete and utter bullshit, and everyone's buying into it.
Listen,
y'all hear us fucking trashing Clue? Like, we're going hard on this bitch. We're calling her out of her name, all of the things.
Think about that, Deeds, about how she's saying she wouldn't even gave that seat up for him and made it as like offensive towards Granny, but yet she just gave up a seat for somebody who did something just as bad. Like,
worse.
So it's like, man, the way the tides turn, man, shit happens. I love the YouTube gangsters. You don't like them, maniacs? I love them. And let's not forget that leads me into the fact that listen at what they're talking about. I understand Clue's anger about him putting her information out there without it being redacted. I understand that because her daughter lives there with him. It's not safe. Nobody should be doxing anybody. So I get the anger. But
you're just coming up and you're throwing the hate around on anyone and everyone because of that. Look at all the shit that has been exposed on me and my family, the calls, the BS drama I've dealt with for the past, 8, 9 months, 10 months now from one individual.
Yep.
And none of these people. But I'm not going to go just because he was over on Granny's panel one time. I think I'm going to go up there and start giving her shit for that, giving her grief for that. That's the thing. Everybody's got some misguided anger. They are misguiding their anger. And they're throwing out words. And I'm sorry, if you throw it out in the heat of an argument, that's the way you talk. That's your vernacular. That's in your vocabulary. That's who you are. You're showing everyone exactly who you are.
We've had this conversation in the background. Like I've told you, I knew it. I fucking knew it. Chasen said,
basically, this is what Cletus took to Clue and said, "Oh, they're talking shit on you over here." And so Clue shows her ass up on my panel, making a whole fool of herself. And that's because she had just this night. This was, when was it again? July 3rd. On this, I think it was the night before. So July 2nd is when she had JB Gunner on her panel. JB Gunner is the racist, for those who don't know the context of everything. JB Gunner is a full-blown fucking racist. Clue allowed him on her panel because she hung out in JB Gunner's chats with him. He dropped the M-bomb while they were up there having a good time. You know, Savage was up there. They was up there kiki ha and having a good time. He dropped the M-bomb. So Clue dropped them, right? She threw him off the panel. Like, no, we can't have that here. Great move. But then JB Gunner comes out with 2 shorts where he talks about her being a fraud because she has supported him and known who he is and what he says and the things he says for so long now. So it was like, what? So she like regularly hangs out with this dude. So then we went looking in to JB Gunner and we found Clue's racist comments. So this is what started it all, was Cletus telling her these hoes are over here running their mouth, her jumping up on this panel, making a whole fool of herself. And it's just went from there. Hold on, I'm about to pull it up. I gotta find it again. What was it? 332 or something like that.
Intelligent.
No, I was wrong. Hold on.
Towards him, and that's what you did.
Yep. Hey, Grandma.
Hi.
You know, I have another side to me.
We didn't know whose panel it was at first until.
No, and that's fine. I did not hear.
Smoke and
why does
stuff.
nobody say, oh, when it comes to D-Rev and Smoke?
We were
no,
doing the same
I
thing. We were
didn't do
covering that
anything
as
wrong.
well. Yeah.
Okay, and then I know that other person that ended up on my stream, chronic ADHD, and everybody that knows me knows this. It's very hard for me to multitask, to do things, and I was trying to talk on my panel. I don't do that very well. When I tell you I didn't hear it, I didn't hear it. Okay.
And I believe that I can trust the other people on my panel to say, hey, Deets, take that. Whoa, kick this person and take that shit down.
Very
so
good.
that's why, surrounding yourself with those people that are going to, not just hold you in check, but they'll also hold your panel and they'll protect the integrity of your channel.
Beauty.
And so that's,
right. But if I would have heard it, here's the thing. If I would have heard it, I'm still going to apologize for it tonight when I go live again. If I would have heard it, I would have said, whoa. Okay, that's just not cool with me. And like I said, It doesn't matter to me what people think. I don't condone. There's people that don't like me. They're going to say whatever they're going to say about me. Oh, he's lying. He's this, he's that. I don't care. I know who I am. I know I'm telling the truth.
What's the problem? What's the problem?
Either way,
what's the problem?
It's wrong. Either way.
What's the problem?
Who?
What's the problem? Why
what do you mean? What's the problem?
What?
Why?
You just
No, I'm talking about me.
What's the problem over and over? Like we're supposed to know.
It's about me
What do
because
you
of what
think
was
the
said on my
issue is?
stream.
I mean, I'm seeing the chat. Clue shut it down immediately, guys. What's the problem? What's the
They're
problem?
talking about what
We're
he said
talking
in my-
about what happened on his.
Have we
stream.
been talking about the homophobic slurs that you have no problem?
Yeah,
throwing around
we
all
were
over
talking
YouTube,
about
though?
Bitch, I don't know who the fuck you
no,
are.
ma'am.
I don't know who you.
Did y'all hear Deets? Did y'all hear Deets just go off on Clue? Did y'all hear Deets just call her out of her name? Let's play that again.
What's the problem? What's the
They're
problem?
talking about what
We're
he said
talking
in my-
about what happened on his.
Have we
stream.
been talking about the homophobic slurs that you have no problem
Yeah,
throwing around
we
all
were
over
talking
YouTube,
about
though?
Bitch, I don't know who the fuck you
no,
are.
ma'am.
I don't know who you
don't
are.
know who I am. That's exactly right.
I mean,
You don't
come
know
at
who
me
I
like
am.
that. Don't
What if
come at
I'm
me
gay?
like that.
What if I'm gay?
Bitch, my daughter's gay. And what?
So,
Good for
and
you.
that
You
makes
want a fucking
it
cookie?
okay.
You want a fucking
That
cookie?
makes it okay.
Ooh, let me make you one.
It is okay to just.
Oh, okay, you a
homophobic slurs.
snowflake. You a
Oh, I'm a
snowflake. I got it.
snowflake.
I
I'm
got
a
it.
snowflake,
No,
right?
that's actually
Because
what
I don't.
y'all hear Deets? Like, she's raised her voice at this point because Clue won't shut the fuck up and stop talking over everybody. But Deets is still being respectful as fuck. Like, this is where it started for me. Truth, I need you to pay attention because this is the first call out I ever did of your friend. And it was about what happened on her panel with JB Gunner. And it was about her calling Smoke the F word. This didn't start for me with Brittany J, no matter how much y'all want to make it seem that way. Oh, she just wants my attention. Oh, she's she's a BJ simp. No, bitch, I was calling you out long before you was talking about BJ. Long before.
I have a problem because I have a problem with people hurting other human beings, making a fucking snowflake. Are you kidding me? You need to get your head out of your ass.
It's hot out. You're gonna
Y'all can't hear each other if y'all yelling.
I can't.
All right, everybody simmer down. What we were saying was you cannot be offended that people are offended, Clue. That's what we were saying. Y'all, oh my God.
I don't care if you're offended.
Then why are you here if you don't care that we're offended?
Why are you talking about me?
Because
why
we're offended.
Why? Because I am that fucking bitch. You want to be me?
Girl.
Sorry.
I don't even know who you are or watching, nor do I want to be you.
Clue, no.
You just throw shit out there like you think that you're the. What the hell? Nobody wants.
And that's the first and last time a bitch has ever had the nerve to click my link. The first and the last time. So this started back a year ago for me. I've been calling out her bad actions before Brittany J. So you can, oh, she's a simp. She's a BJ simp. She's standing up for Brittany J. You can do that all you fucking want. But the proof is right here in front of you. I just showed it to you. No, Deet stood up for herself. And then, like I said, the next day she went on Queen B's panel and tried to lie to Queen B about what happened. And I went up there and confronted her again. And that's when I found out that Cletus didn't have possession of a man card because he was the one that watched our stream and went to Clue and said, hey, these bitches are talking shit about you. You need to go over there. And that's why she clicked the link. That's it. That's all. And a bitch, again, ain't never had the nerve to click a link since then. So all that deflecting bullshit, the fuck out of here. You're a pussy. You're a terrible human being. And I stand by everything I say. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate all the love and support. And just listen. Just try to not engage in the bullying. That's literally it. Is it worth it? No, it's not. If you can lay your head down at night and not feel a bit of shame about the way you carry yourself on this platform, then you just ain't our people. And that's fine. Do you, but don't worry about our opinions. Don't worry about our opinions. We're going to be over here giving our opinions. We're going to be over here anti-bully. We're going to be over here anti-exploitation of children. We're going to be over here anti-exploitation of victims. And we're going to remain that way. It's what we came here doing. It's what we're still doing today. You can fuck off. Thank y'all for being here again. I appreciate it. Please make sure to hit the like or dislike on your way out. I got to get ready to go back to work. Happy Friday. Oh, also, the jerks are going live at 5 o'clock. Make sure you're there. Be there or be square. Catch you later, Gators. Bye.
Everybody's breath a weapon. Trauma traded, sold, then swapped like seconds. Britney's panel, a circus of suspicion. Illuminati spitting venom, no contrition. Craig's noise in the back, static on repeat. Every word a trip wire, chaos in the street. Creators slicing wounds just to sell the scars. Every live a battlefield, wars, avatars. FUE, the anthem, the creed. The great games decree, we don't bow, we don't bleed. Fakes and the frauds, everyone's a villain, applause for the fraud. Illuminati's bile, a bully's occupation. Vile words fly, no room for conversation. Ruben knees complicit, stirring up the flames. Cletus saturated, drowning in the games. Men abusing women, the app's dark tradition. Scripts written nightly, twisted compositions. Algorithms thrive on this wicked divide. Every comment a dagger, every post a slide. Into madness, a stage where the crew reside. FUE, we stand while the rest collide. FUE, the anthem, the creed. The great games decree, we don't bow, we don't plead. FUE, to the fakes and the frauds. Everyone's a villain, applause for the fraud. Creed, the great games decree, we don't bow, we don't plead. FUE to the fakes and the frauds, everyone's a villain, applause for the fraud.